Good morning. It's Tuesday, and you're listening to the Klein and Alley Show. And this here is Pantyhose Greg wishing you a really good day. Get out there and enjoy yourselves.
You got dongs.
Yeah.
Good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go. So I turn on the Klein and Alley Show.
Oh, she has opinions.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
You guys need to do more better.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
Good times, hitting women. I love it.
Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
Diddy, great guy like Diddy.
I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
Ooh, or harder, or
Klein Alley Show.
Allie, don't feel bad about your herpes. I got it too.
Yes, go. Yes, go.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
oh, hell yeah, here we go, back at it again. Another week can begin, short week. Good morning, how goes it?
Morning.
We are Klein Alley Show.
I know one of the last times we had a 3-day weekend, Jake brought up a very good point, said I don't know what's better, the 3-day weekend part or the 4-day work week part.
No, I said 4-day work week's better.
the
You think
four-day
the
week.
4-day week is better than the 3-day weekend?
Absolutely.
I agree.
What?
Absolutely.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like
You're working.
Yesterday
Work
was
sucks.
great, but yes,
What are
but
you
it's
talking about?
1 day less of work.
No. Give me a 2-day work week then.
Well,
Let's
now
take
I
more
agree.
time off.
Now I'm with Omar.
Omar,
Yeah, what?
Omar, you make a good point about this 2-day work week thing. We should look into it. I like that idea. Let's
Yeah.
go write that on our vision
Like it's
board.
coming up pretty soon, like the week of Thanksgiving. We're only going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're going to have 4 days off. That's amazing.
Yes, but you know what? The point is that the weekend does usually get all the glory. But when you
Because
know,
it rightfully should.
yeah, sometimes it should. But the idea that you're already like in on a Tuesday, and for those of you that took Veterans Day off, and especially those of you that actually are veterans, served our country, thank you for your service. We should have said that probably at the beginning of the show before we got all selfish about how many days off we want. But the reality is that there is something kind of sweet about going into the week already feeling like you did
have a head
something
start.
when you haven't really
Yes.
done anything.
Exactly.
It's got to feel like when,
Hey, you know what? It might rub me the wrong way because I always work weekends. So I'm always working 6 days a week. You know what I mean?
So you don't even really get a weekend.
Yeah,
but
I think that's what, yeah.
you know, you're like, okay, great, I've got an extra day to do whatever you're doing on the weekend. And then when you get into the week, it's annoying because you're like, oh man, I have to get back into the week. You know, you had like a little bit of an extended time off, but then Wednesday, you're already halfway through.
That's the nice
And you're
thing.
like, woo!
Because I never,
look what I did.
I never know what day of the week it is, but especially on the short weeks or as we get into the weird holiday weeks and all that, every day is a surprise for me. I'm like, wait, what?
The weird holiday weeks.
Yeah, you know, Thanksgiving, who knows? And then we go
There's
through.
that one. That's
Yeah,
it.
Then that whole time
Really?
between Christmas and New Year's, who even knows what day it is? It's like,
It is a weird kind of limbo. Yeah.
this whole. Really, we've entered this time of the year now where it just doesn't really matter. Everyone's already
why
checked
try
out.
then?
I already had someone say Happy New Year to me over the weekend.
Stop.
What?
I swear to you.
They were just
I've already
drunk.
started saying happy holidays on business emails, you know?
It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
like I got a hey, Happy New Year, have a good 25. I'm like, what are we
How's the
talking?
Christmas decorations up already?
Yeah, good. So here we are. Welcome to the end of the year.
You know, I think you really know when it's the holiday season when Gmail starts autofilling, have a great Thanksgiving. Because that happened to me last night when I was said, have a great, and then it autofilled Thanksgiving. I was like, oh,
I'm
man,
shocked
already?
by that. Because, like, I mean, in my opinion, this year more than ever, Thanksgiving's just, like, getting really overlooked. Like, everybody's like, you know, Christmas. Now, nobody gives any crap about Thanksgiving. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's, like, making any plans. I was like, what the hell's going on this
Yeah.
year?
Today, we will prove it's better to give than to receive because we have for you, before you can even buy them, some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Those tickets don't even go on sale till Friday, but you'll get yourself a pair. So you can see all them bands. The lineup is too long for me to possibly remember now, coming off the long weekend. But I remember the Smashing Pumpkins will be there. 311 will be there.
Beck.
Sublime will be there. Beck will be there. And you will be there because you got to keep listening. We'll give you a chance to win those tickets today. Lots going on this morning on the show. As we speak, we are, of course, live on KROQ. We're also continuing to burn your retinas as we are streaming live on YouTube this morning as well. Good morning.
Hello there.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. When you least expect it this morning at some point between now and 10 a.m., you'll get yourself some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. The only chance to win them, the only place to get them is with us this morning, so you're stuck with us for at least 4 hours. We'll try to make it worth your while. You can listen on KROQ. You can watch on the YouTube. People are, of course, discovering this for the very first time. I think it was last week. We decided, I don't know, at some point, let's just go ahead and let the cameras roll, and people can enjoy watching us while they get dressed in the morning, so
they can feel better about themselves.
That's what it's all about, Allie. This is our way of helping the mental health crisis in this country, is letting you feel better about yourself by looking at us.
Because we are already dressed and ready.
Yeah, we spend time.
That's what's sad.
You're still deciding, making decisions, and you're looking at people that actually put on real outfits and went into work.
Possibilities.
Yeah, we got nothing. This was our choices. We got to live with these all day. Terrible choices.
Do you ever go home and you're like, what did I do?
I catch my reflection here at work, and I go, what the hell happened? It's like a shock, a surprise.
It's like my first pee of the morning, and I look in the mirror, and I'm like, whoa. That's what happened this morning?
You know when your camera accidentally turns on your phone, you get that under chin angle where it's like the worst possible angle of yourself?
Oh, my God. So many lines and rolls.
And you're like shocked by it because at first you're like, oh, skip this video. And you're, wait a minute, that's me.
Wait a minute. That's what everyone I've had sex with sees.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what it is on a daily basis. But for some people, they still enjoy it.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. Long-time listener here. I just want to start off positive first. This new YouTube thing is amazing. The chat's amazing. It's going to help grow the show. Second of all, to the negative part.
Why do we have to go to the negative part? We had a nice compliment right out of the gate.
It's all about balance, Klein.
Guy's a fan of the YouTube. He likes watching the show, listening to the show as well.
To the negative part, this is why we didn't want Johnny running the Discord, because his little crybaby bitch boy can't take the heat. He needs to get out the kitchen, trying to pick on everybody, bully them, and he got beat up by the fan base.
Whoa.
Anyways, we love Klein Alley Show, but it's Klein Alley Show fan base 1, Johnny 0.
I didn't realize this, but apparently in the Discord, whatever it is, there's a big fight happening.
Isn't it just called the chat? Like what?
No. They created a Discord.
It's a different one.
It's a different platform. So a bunch of the people who were commenting on our YouTube live stream created a Discord. So it's like a separate group chat where they can just kind of always talk.
That's hardcore.
It's very hardcore. Yeah.
Damn,
and Johnny
dude,
is
who's
all
that?
over the Discord.
And Johnny is apparently unwelcome there. And there's been a lot of comments about how people say they love everything about watching the show while listening or watching instead of listening, but boy, they hate Johnny.
What's going on, guys? Sweet Dibbits. Look, I've been a listener for a long time with you guys. I think since the beginning, maybe a couple years now. But watching you guys on YouTube doing your guys' thing, it's very, very strange. I mean, it's so weird, but it's cool. It's cool, guys. I'm glad you guys are doing it on YouTube.
Wow.
It is cool. I'm watching Allie pick her eye mocos out of her eyes right now.
Oh, yeah. She got a lot of eye mocos. It's eye mocos Tuesday here at KROQ. Caller 20, get ready. Got a lot for you.
It's HD. I can flick it at the screen.
The funniest thing today, Blind Charlie was like, you guys look great. You guys look great on YouTube. And Klein's like, that's the best comment we've had.
That's true.
All day today.
Blind Charlie
Anyways,
does like
keep
us
it
on
up,
YouTube.
y'all. Yeah, geez, man. Made a really shitty day today. Get a lot better.
I think he was going to say we made a crappy day get better, which we appreciate. That's why we're here every single morning. Here's someone
Don't
else.
autofill him.
I think that's what he was going to say. Here's another person that hates Johnny, though. Let me just play this because this is someone that really dislikes Johnny.
Hey, sweet dibbits. Shout out to the YouTube live stream comment section. You need to do an intervention with Johnny. He's such a douchebag with his listeners, man. Just a shout out to the Discord.
So shout out, I guess, but Johnny is not a reflection of the show.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
I mean, he absolutely is. Are you kidding me? He is supposed to be representing the show when he's at work and he's in charge of whatever this Discord thing is. That's unacceptable behavior.
I didn't even know how to
way.
say the name of it, so clearly I don't know what's going on it. I haven't even seen our YouTube.
Well,
I
this
haven't
is an
even
opportunity for the listeners to talk to each other and have a community that they've created online, right? And Johnny is the one who represents the show in the Discord. So it seems strange to me that Johnny's move would be then to piss off all of those people.
I'd like to hear Johnny's side, though. I mean, two sides to every story. What's happening from his end?
He claims, because he comes in
Is he
here,
not there?
He claims that he's crushing it. He always comes in after the show and he goes, guys, I'm crushing it on the Discord. Crushing it. This is what he said.
I was learning how to put it together during the show, and we put it together, and I guess the die-hard, really hardcore fans are in there. So, I was, peeping game, all these little, sub-tabs they made about, each of us and what they were writing about us. And I was like, damn, this goes deep. And then we started.
I don't know what one thing Johnny just said. I'm so confused right now.
Literally discovering a brand new app. I don't even know. This is
I
for,
want to
the
leave
video
the
game
chat.
people.
Yeah, but Johnny.
Leave the chat.
No, but what
Can
do
I
you
leave
think of
this
the
chat?
accusations that are being made against you?
Oh, these guys wanted me to net bang with them really hard, so I was going back and forth with them like a Call of Duty match, and then
you're not addressing.
Are we having a conversation?
I don't know.
I'm confused now.
Johnny, you've been accused of bullying the fan base, and it's apparently it's like them against you. Is that what's happening in the Discord?
No, it's more of just they want to provoke you, kind of say something.
Well, don't let them provoke you. Stop getting provoked so easily.
No, I'm not easily. I don't really care. It's just fun to do it back. And they're like, oh, we love you too, Johnny. They're backhanded stuff. They're it's all love.
All the messages are that they hate you.
This is not all love these days.
I haven't heard.
That's the hardcore guys like Mark and Daniel and those guys too.
How about this guy?
Hey, I'm leaving this message for Postmaster Johnny. Johnny, buddy, you gotta do something. Read Wikipedia, read a book, something, man.
There's just all this. There's so much hate against Johnny, which is really funny.
I get just going back and forth and busting balls, but I don't want to alienate anybody to the point where they don't want to listen to the show anymore.
No,
you
that's
understand?
not what drives people away. And that's the tough part too. Is you want to play back with them, but then you can't because I even mentioned I was I got to remain corporate. I got to be smart.
Oh, now you have to remain corporate?
Yeah, because I'm a representation of you guys and all of us.
When did you say you got to be smart?
I said I got to be corporate. I got to remember this is a corporate environment.
Whatever.
I got to be nice.
We got to limit Johnny's computer. We got to do one of those things. We got to take a break. If you want $100 of Allie's money to start your week, I don't see why you wouldn't. Call us now, 800-520-1067. Allie knows the news. The first thing after this quick break, then your tickets to Acoustic Christmas later this morning right here, KROQ.
It is time to get your presents. The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Let's go. Let's look at the show.
The Smashing Pumpkins, 311, Royal Otis, Beck, the Linda Lindas. Baby, AWOL Nation. Franz Ferdinand, Sublime, Jimmy Eat World.
Christmas has been saved.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Gain.
Tickets on sale Friday at noon at Ticketmaster. Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
From Gain. Mix, match, more happy.
5 questions, $100. We do it every single morning right around this time. A chance for you to get super rich, or at least richer. Allie's money up for grabs, and will she know anything about what's going on in the world? It's been a long weekend. She's been very busy. Kid's been sick.
And I just got my hospital bills and my ambulance bills.
Oh,
no.
Any guesses? Any guesses?
Oh, save that for clickbait. I bet you that is not cheap. Ambulance bills? Whew, baby. That's got to be a couple thou.
You think it's a couple?
It's got to be.
Dude, you're acting like it's over 5. Is it over 5?
Don't. Save it.
It's not going to be
Buying
over
the hospital
5, is it?
bill, an out-of-network hospital, by the way.
Yeah.
And the
Oh, my
ambulance.
God.
Is this the big number they give you before they talk about adjusted for insurance and this and that, or this is like the real deal, you owe this amount number?
This is the number that I owe.
Oh, man.
And I didn't
Did you have to
realize
get a second
that...
ambulance to come pick you up after you saw it?
Well, there was a...
vicious cycle.
Okay, no, stay out there. God damn it. Well, we were wondering if you have to pay even when they're called. Like, if they come to your house but don't do anything, do
Yeah.
they still have to pay the whole price for that?
My alarm went off one time in the middle of the night. Cops showed up. It was a false alarm. I think I had to pay a fine for that.
Whoa.
I'd
Well,
pay.
and this was ambulance, paramedics, and fire department.
Man, you got it all. The turducken of help coming to
I
you.
know.
All right, well, we'll get to it. Don't
My kid isn't that cool.
Save that. Yeah, I mean, it's not worth that, right? Let's be honest. Let's get into some Allie Knows the News. 5 questions about stuff going on in the world, and we'll give you the answer to the question you really want to know, which is how much was Allie's bill for the ambulance and pretty much every single service.
Every single
resource.
medical resource in America.
Chopper landed on a roof and everything. We'll get to all that coming up. But first, this.
She leaves the room. Is she making poos? Let's find out if Allie knows the news.
Beautiful theme song. Everyone loves that theme song. All right, let's say hi.
Rip Nasty.
That's Rip Nasty right there. Let's say hi to Jesse in Culver City. Hey, Jesse, welcome to KROQ this morning. How the hell goes it?
I'm going great.
All right, I got 5 questions here, all about stuff going on in the actual world. Allie has not seen these questions. She will do her best to answer them all correctly, but if you do better than she does, she will give you $100 of her money instantly. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, she's going to leave
see ya.
the KROQ studios. Out she goes. If you're watching along on the live YouTube, you can see her leave. And there's been quite a few comments about the way Allie walks when she leaves the studio. So we will play those for her when she's back in here. Jess, your round of Allie Knows the News. 5 questions starts right now.
Allie Knows the News.
This Transformers star is expecting her first baby with Machine Gun Kelly. Who is pregnant with Machine Gun Kelly's baby?
Megan Fox.
Question number 2. This fast food spot is offering $1 hamburgers to say thank you, to say, quote, thanks a million to their loyalty members. $1 burgers at which fast food place?
Jack in the Box.
Question number 3. This KROQ band has dropped their lawsuit against Trump after he used some of their music during his campaign rallies, but they have dropped the lawsuit against him. Which KROQ band has dropped their lawsuit against Trump?
311.
Question number 4. A plane from this airline was shot at in Haiti and forced to divert.
That would be Spirit Airlines.
And finally, question number 5. This was the top movie at the box office this past weekend. Congratulations. Owning the box office is always a big deal, and that title goes to which film?
Wicked.
Wicked. All right, let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. Say nothing else, Jess. You did a decent job. Let's see how you do battling Allie as Allie is re-entering the studio now. Allie, a lot of comments on the GOAT line about how you walk in and out of the studio, according to how people are watching on the YouTube. And we will let
Look,
you hear
one leg is slightly shorter than the other. There's nothing I can do about it at this point.
Allie's got the wonky leg.
I don't walk right.
She used to just walk in a little circle. She couldn't even divert. So it's a step in the right direction.
It's a
that she
miracle I get to the studio every day.
It's really remarkable. Question number 1. Let's score it together. You're battling Jess. This Transformers star is expecting her first baby with Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly.
God, that kid is going to have a name.
By the way, I think Allie did predict 2 years ago that was the couple that would be breaking up in the.
Even though it's not in the news, they definitely break up every day.
So you
don't they?
You reverse mush them, I think. We go to question number 2. Allie, he got that as well. It's tied up 1-1. This fast food spot is offering $1 burgers to say, quote, thanks a million to their loyalty members.
That would be In-N-Out Burger.
That is incorrect.
What?
There is no loyalty program at In-N-Out, I don't believe. This is Burger King. Burger King is doing the $1 Whoppers for everyone who's a member of their Royal Loyalty Program, whatever the hell that is. He didn't get that either. He said Jack in the Box. Go to question number 3. Still tied up 1-1. Question 3. This KROQ band has dropped their lawsuit against Trump for using their music in his campaign rallies. But they say...
The Killers?
The Killers. He said 311. Both of you are wrong. It's the White Stripes.
Oh, but the Killers had something with him, too, I think.
A lot of KROQ bands have, but Jack White was going real hardcore against him for using Seven Nation Army.
Wow, he dropped that. I guess there's no point.
Dropped the lawsuit. I guess it's guest president now, so he's not going to...
Yeah, it's like, okay, I know what's at the other end of this.
We go to question number 4. Still tied up 1-1. 2 questions left. A plane from this airline was shot at in Haiti and forced to divert.
Yeah, that was Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines. The bullet holes cost $1,000 worth of improvements to the airplane, but that is correct. And he got that as well, which means you guys are still tied up 2-2 going into this final question. Here we go. This was the top movie last weekend at the box office. Reigns supreme at the box office.
Oh, my
Which
God.
movie
I
was
have
it?
no idea. God, what is out right now? A sequel of Tyler Perry's...
Good guess. He said Wicked. I don't think Wicked's out yet.
No, it's not.
Venom, The Last Dance.
Oh!
Top box office movie. So this is a tie.
We were promoting that.
Ties are very boring. So
that it came out.
I'm going to give you guys a tiebreaker question right now. First person that can correctly answer this or come the closest will win this round of Allie Knows the News. This former USC football coach, John Robinson. Nope. John Robinson died.
I win. He was wrong.
How old was he? He died over the weekend.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
84.
73.
Oh. Correct answer, 89.
Oh.
So congratulations.
Jess wins. He's closest.
Jess, $100.
He was saying Pete Carroll at the beginning. He didn't even have the right person.
Doesn't matter. $100 richer, Jess. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, great.
What must you shamefully, Allie? You said
make fun of my walk and then make me give a stranger $100.
Hey, listen, he's not a stranger.
Glad
He's
I came to work.
Fan of the show. That was the $100 Allie was going to use to even out the length of her legs, but now she's giving it to you instead. So much for those lifts she needed. Jess, I guess, Allie, what must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ right now?
My name is Allie, and I don't know the news.
That's right. Do better tomorrow. Do more better. Hold on 1 second. We pay the people.
God
More
damn.
show next on KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Those tickets you've been looking for. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, 33rd annual, not even on sale till Friday noon. Ticketmaster.com. But fear not, we got you covered today. At some point, just by listening, you'll have a chance to win those tickets. And I know what you're thinking. The odds are stacked against you, but they're really not, because if you commit to it, you say to yourself right now, I'm going to win these tickets before I can even buy them. And then you just keep on listening until we tell you to call us at 800-520-1067. There's a good chance that those tickets go to you. And you'll have bragging rights really above everyone else in Southern California, because you'll have those tickets before anyone else. When bills arrive in the mail, there are certain ones that hurt more. There's certain ones that you take a pause before you open, because you know that it's going to sting, especially when you get one of them utility bills like after the summer, and it just feels real thick, almost like a book.
And some of them take so long to arrive that you sort of forget that they're going to come. But then when the thing was happening, like when the ambulance was happening, I was just focused on the situation because it was a very serious situation. But then like later when we got home, I was like, man, that was probably a really expensive day.
So
and then
Allie
I
received
know
the bill.
what's coming. I know the bill is about to arrive.
But then part of you also hopes maybe
they forgot.
Maybe there's a clerical error. Maybe it went to someone else.
Like maybe they don't know where I live. Oh wait, they all came to my address.
They were all here. So Allie received a bill apparently over the weekend, and it was for the emergency services of the ambulance and paramedics.
Well, first I arrived. First I got the hospital bill, and then after that came the ambulance bill.
But these are all things that you could also take and submit to your own proper insurance and not be responsible for the entire amount.
Great question, Omar. It was already applied.
Yeah,
apparently.
they do that thing.
Oh, my God. No, really?
Yeah, they said, don't worry, we took care of all that for you.
Oh, man.
So I sometimes will see the bill and think to myself, same thing. I go, well, that's because they haven't done the proper...
And they're like, oh, yes, we have.
Whatever that squirrely math they do it, you know?
Deductions here.
Yeah.
And they make them so confusing. There's like 10 lines of, here's the hospital, and then here's the medical, and then here's the equipment fee, and all this crap. So the hospital bill, it came. Any guesses on the hospital bill before I get to the big one?
How long were you at the hospital for? Was it overnight or
no? No, it was about 5 or 6 hours.
Do they have to, put them in an IV and give them all kinds of, those kind of treatments?
No, they didn't do all that. They did all the vitals and stuff, and then they did switch rooms at one point, but there were...
double room fee.
Yeah, I think there were some tests that were done.
Window in the room or indoor room?
No window. No window, no.
Any medications that were given to you on the way out?
No medications on the way out.
Was it one
just
of those?
Kind of a standard hospital visit, I guess.
Did they bring by one of those dogs to make him feel better while he was there? Like sometimes they do that.
Therapy dog.
Therapy dog come by because there's a fee on that.
No, but there was a pretty nurse.
Okay, that's probably got to cost a little more, I would imagine.
I'm gonna say around $800.
Okay.
Well, before the adjustments, ER trips, I always assume any trip to the ER is going to be at least a G. So I kind of have everything. I feel like everything's at least $1,000 now. So
that's kind of what I thought. I thought everything was just $1,000.
It feels like everything is $1,000.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad that that's where we're at?
I know.
It's
So
like,
sad.
that's probably $1,000.
So much.
It's $1,000.
So the hospital bill was $600.
Oh.
And that was deducted. That was like after my insurance had been applied.
Right.
So I
So
think it was like
probably
$1,500 plus whatever. The ambulance bill came.
Okay, now this is the big one, because the ambulance, you would think you're only in the ambulance for 15 minutes, maybe. But they got to dispatch it. Did they run the sirens or no?
Yeah, they ran the sirens and everything.
On the way there and on the way to the hospital?
I don't know if they were on the way to my house. I couldn't hear them. I wasn't really focused on
now,
that.
does this include the firefighters having to come out, or is that tacked on separate? Okay, this
No.
is all
I think this is. Oh God, wait a minute. I hope.
It could probably separate. They probably all bill separately.
No,
I would imagine.
You're
Allie.
lying.
No.
I'm going to get another bill.
Of course, they're all their own operation. They don't.
Because you said the firefighters, the paramedics, and what was the other one that showed up?
Well, the ambulance, the paramedics, and the fire department.
The USPS, you
because
said also.
when the ambulance arrived, they said we need to wait for the paramedics to get here before we can go to the hospital.
There's the ambulance and the paramedics are not. They're separate.
They were waiting for a different crew or something. Yeah, she was just like,
that's on them if they don't have their S together.
She was like, "This is my ambulance." I think she was just the lady with the ambulance, like an Uber driver.
Oh, okay, all right.
There are some people
I'm
that
sure
have
I'm wrong about that.
rogue ambulances that just go to emergencies. This has got to be.
This is. I feel like this is one of those things that is just $1,000. I feel like.
Yeah, it's got to be double that. I feel like.
You think it's double?
Yeah, 2,000. Riding an ambulance.
I really hope it was all bundled, because if it was not, I got the best ambulance that anyone could have ever asked for.
I bet you it's $2,000. Because I think that they also want to make they want to get. I think they like giving people a big bill so that people think twice before they call to get an ambulance to come over because they have heart burn. I think
Do
that's
they do surge pricing? Like, you know, if it's
traffic alley?
It was God, what night? Oh, it was a Sunday night. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sunday night.
Someone forced it before Allie pays any of this. Please ask for an itemized list of services because a lot of times they're not able to provide it, and then they have to give you money off.
I don't
because they
believe
don't
that.
even know what like someone just threw a number out there and they don't even know what it's for.
This
All
is
right.
what it's like when they're trying to figure out the bill. They go, all right, she was in the hospital for 6 hours. We sent an ambulance. Let's go. 4,000. Give her 6. No one knows. You can't compete it. I mean, you can't contest it, right? So they have their fees.
Yep.
I'm going to go
Firefighter.
$1,850.
All right. Why don't you tack on $2,000 more dollars?
Excuse me?
It was $3,800.
Oh. What?
Oh, it's so cool.
That's impossible.
What a cool
There's no
ambulance.
way.
Ow.
That's what it says.
Wait a minute. You're responsible for $3,800?
I think I need to make a phone call.
Hold on.
Because I do think that that's a little much.
That seems a lot much.
I feel like some of my taxes should cover some of that, don't you think?
No. Nope. 30.
And by the way, the fire department is right down the street. One stop sign.
Mhm.
One. You could get there in 90 seconds driving at a regular pace.
Well, who decided to call 911?
Well, I did because my son was having a seizure.
Well, okay. Big.
Now I
that's-
regret this.
That's on you. That's on you.
He could have gotten through it.
That's on you. What a
Bluey
pull through.
fixes everything.
Yeah, Bluey face followed by Bluey. Done and done. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
$3,800?
I do need to call and make sure that there's not more insurance.
I'm sure there's not. I mean, have they done the math?
Well, there was
That
like
is
a $4,200 thing, and then it was like, and then it said you're responsible for, and it said $3,800. But I need to call because I feel like there's something that got misconstrued there.
Woo! And you had to pay the people during Allie Knows the News today?
Yeah, so thanks a lot, whatever your name is.
Jess.
I really needed that money. I will be starting a GoFundMe. If anyone would like to pay for my kids' ambulance bills.
Nope, we will not allow that.
Otherwise, I'll tack it on to his bill that he will eventually pay off for me.
We will get into the news, the gayest sports highlights, and so much more after this on KROQ. Wow, people are hitting us with their unexpected bills they received, things that they thought they knew in their head. They had a number. People thought they were getting a bill. They thought, it'd be $300. It was $2,800. It's
Jesus.
crazy. The shock that does to your body is out of control.
It does paralyze you. Your heart drops.
You got to get a call, get that ambulance back. We'll be right back.
214, they all bill separate. You're about to get 2 more.
Oh, man. Let's take a quick break where Allie can wrap her head around this and start doing some basic math. More show next. Final day of September. There's some more news. Take it or leave it. We are entering the tail end of ASO, the greatest 3-month span of the year, August, September, October. We're getting into the O part of it, so get ready for that. And speaking of O part of it, Oasis tickets coming up at 9 o'clock this morning, again at noon, 3 and 6. You'll win them all day for the shows just announced happening at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. But first, Allie would like to admit that she was wrong, and it takes a big woman
Thank you.
It takes a big woman with an even bigger laptop to admit that they were wrong about something. And we found some audio of a claim you made on these airwaves.
I'm not admitting I'm wrong, by the way. I don't know where you expect me to do that. There were other extraneous circumstances that came into play after the fact.
You, back in July, whenever Prime Day was, I finally got myself a computer because mine crapped out after like a decade. And you also had a crappy computer, and you decided...
It's an old computer that also has had a significant amount of water damage. I spilled an entire bottle of water on it about 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm amazed it's lasted as long as it has.
When you first talked about this situation, I just want you to hear the reaction that Omar gave you, because we were laughing at you and saying that this was a terrible idea many months ago, and now, as you have now just had to purchase a new computer... It's clear that we were right.
It was a decision I made at
It's clear that we were right and you were wrong. But here, this is audio from, I'm going to play this to you. This is from back in July.
I also have an old-ass computer, but instead of buying a new computer, I settled on buying a new battery because the main problem that my...
Now, that laughter from Omar is what we're all thinking, which is...
That's laughter support, right, Omar?
Nope.
That's him laughing, knowing that in a few months we would get this exact story we're about to get right now because he knows how ridiculous it is. So much so that Friday, on the Friday Flex segment on the show, Allie decided to flex about her plan. Listen to this.
With Prime Day being a big part of the week and Americans spending a record number of billions of dollars on stuff that when you really think about it, you don't need. I got out of this week only spending $44 on Amazon. My computer is a piece of crap as well, and I was like, maybe I should do what Klein did and get a new computer. And I was looking through, and I wasn't really happy with the deals I was seeing, so I ended up buying for $44 a battery.
Allie,
that I can put in my
so
computer,
sad.
And it's basically new. Gets here on Sunday. Flex.
It's not a flex. This will backfire on you, and you will wish you had just gotten
No,
a
it comes
computer.
in a little kit.
And now all the
Fine, I have a
computers,
kit.
all the computers that were marked way down that are back to regular price now, you're going to get screwed enough to pay full price. You had a little laugh there, Allie. That was a few months ago.
And we didn't even detail the problems I had with the kit when it arrived.
Oh,
I
right.
had a lot of problems installing the battery.
Yeah,
I had
you-
to go to Best Buy and go to the Genius
Right.
Bar or whatever, and they wouldn't help me because it was a third-party item.
So
and
go
all this
ahead,
stuff.
Allie. The floor
Eventually, I got the battery in.
The floor is yours now. Now here we are. Fast forward to the end of September, and this was back in July, so not too many.
I blame Apple for this because every time they make an announcement about a new product, I think that all of our products start degenerating, and my computer started experiencing some other issues where it was getting slower and slower and slower. It wasn't holding a charge anymore, and every time I pressed the O button, it pressed like 5 O's, and it was getting really difficult to do my job. So this weekend, I decided it's time for a new computer. But here's the
So
thing.
your battery experiment was a total fail.
But the battery, I didn't realize at the time, was just one symptom of a much larger problem. At the time, the battery was the biggest issue.
No, we all told you that. We said bad battery is usually an indication that the computer's got a bunch of stuff it's trying to figure out, and the battery is just the first place you notice it.
Well, you don't know that until you replace the battery.
Oh, my God. You won't admit you're wrong. It's crazy because
So anyway, I
if
looked
anyone
at
were to look at the
computers.
details of this, they would go, well, Allie will finally just admit she was completely wrong and should have taken the advice of her coworkers.
I got 2 extra months out of my computer.
Oh,
okay,
my
it was an end of life.
Yeah,
decision.
but endless times of frustration. I sent some audio
hours.
to Allie or something, and she's like, she was trying to download some software, and it took her like 10 minutes, and I was like, dude, this should take you seconds.
It
to
took
get
me
to
10
this.
minutes to open my email.
Oh my God!
So that I could check if
really-
you had sent it to me.
It was crazy.
There is that moment, though, when you know whatever it is, your phone, your computer, like, there's no choice but to move on. But
yes,
you're,
my
but
days were numbered. It was the end. It was like I should have put it out of its misery.
Yeah,
So
we
I-
all said that.
I know. So I got a computer online, and I got it at Best Buy or whatever. I went and picked it up. And here's the thing: is I don't really. I also blame myself for being gay because I don't know inches anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know sizes. I'm not a size queen, and so I don't know the difference between 13, 14, and 16 inches. I decided, you know what? This is a new computer. I want it to, I want a bigger screen. I'm going to go 16-inch. And I got a MacBook Pro, and this thing is enormous.
It's so big.
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
I'm so paranoid that I'm going to drop it because
it's funny watching you lug it around.
It's just so, it's like having a television set.
Yeah,
It's just insane. It's overwhelming,
It's
and I don't
almost
know what to
past
do.
the point of portable. I think you just
it
have to
really
set
is.
up.
I think I accidentally bought a desktop.
Yeah. So anyway, that's once again just
Battery works great though. I've been using it all weekend.
Yeah,
It's not even halfway done.
because you didn't put it in because the geniuses put it in.
That's a great idea, Klein. I should put a new battery in this thing.
No,
It needs one.
You definitely should not.
I got a kit.
So you are wrong.
I was not wrong at the time.
How much would you have saved if you bought this computer back then?
I don't know because I don't think they had this computer on the Prime Day deal. By the
Oh.
way, Prime Day is coming up next week.
Yeah, you also missed your Prime Day window because if you just waited another week, I think Prime Day
I
starts
couldn't wait
again.
another week, Klein. It was impossible.
It's unbelievable.
It would have taken 7 hours to get ADD News together.
You middled yourself between the two Prime
I
Days.
did.
It's kind of funny. KROQ. You can listen to us, as always, on the app or right here on the radio, 106.7. If you'd like to look at us, that's apparently happening as well on YouTube. Just go to the KROQ YouTube page. We are streaming live right now. You can see deep inside of the studios and look right into our souls, and they're pretty empty in there. So take a look and enjoy what you got going on. Apparently, there's all sorts of different comment Discord's going on, chat boy. I don't even know what's happening. Apparently, Johnny.
Chat boy?
There's a
Hey, get on that chat boy.
Johnny's
Is
our
that
chat
one of the
boy.
ones that you're on?
That's Johnny. He's our chat boy, and he's getting a lot of people very upset. So
Chat Master Johnny.
we will get into all of that. But first, what's happening in the world? A look at your ADD news. First news break of the day.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Oh, I dropped my pizza.
All right, when you win a World Series, there are several benefits you may receive. Yes, you get awards and accolades, but also the stadium gets awarded too with an upgrade. And work has officially begun at Dodger Stadium. There is a $100 million renovation taking place, and you might ask, hey, are they going to redo the bathrooms? Are they going to get us better seats? The renovations have been kind of hush-hush, but the main thing that they are going to work on is the team clubhouse, which houses the lockers, the showers, and the communal areas for the players.
The players
so it's really
deserve that.
the players are going to be more comfortable. And I would imagine that after years of locker room stank, it's like pizza grease. It's hard to get out, I would imagine, right?
Well, look,
even if you deconstruct the entire thing and rebuild it, probably still smells like sweat.
There's something beautiful and magical, but also very gross and dirty about Dodger Stadium. And the bathrooms there, I think some of them still have those troughs. I have to stand in the semicircle with a bunch of guys.
Can you throw in a couple,
Something.
take those out and replace it with literally anything else?
I think people like those troughs.
No, they don't.
Listen, I agree they don't, but I think there's something like, in a weird way, nostalgic about it. It's like, remember
when you gaze into the eyes of the man across from you, you
Tommy
go,
Lasorda
nostalgia.
used to pee in this trough. I think people like all that. I mean, it really is. There is
It's the worst. It's real bad, man.
There's a real grime there, and I've been to some of these ballparks that were refreshed, new and improved, like the one in San Diego. F the Padres, but it's a beautiful ballpark, obviously.
Yeah.
But crappy team.
Well, do you think that that's a self-fulfilling prophecy?
I don't know.
I think when teams do well and then they get new stadiums and new things, for some reason it screws up the mentality of the team.
Look, I believe in all that superstition stuff and all that. This is I'm sure there's a lot of rust and tetanus at Dodger Stadium, and that it shouldn't get rid of all of it. But I agree that players should have good facilities there.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they already have pretty good facilities. But it's weird, too. I guess I'm not sure because are they only redoing that part? To do a whole renovation and to only do that seems a little silly.
They just want the fans to know that our experience will be exactly the same.
Yeah, but I wonder if they eventually do break down Dodger Stadium, who will take the trough? Because people try and steal the seats and they try and take all these different parts of the stadium to take with them. And, who would, if anyone, take the trough?
I think the trough has to be. They have to do one of those like Vegas-style hotel implosions where they implode.
Or you put
that
it in a new restaurant. And you're like, this is the original trough from Dodger Stadium.
Some bar would love that. Like, we've got the trough from Dodger Stadium. Everyone gather around. We'll put some ice in there and we can all urinate on it.
All right, Peloton is always meant to uplift your confidence, never to destroy. That is one of their many catchphrases, and they are ruthlessly positive. If you have ever taken a class, they've always got their little shout outs that they do to the people who are taking the class live. They do this mixed in with all their various positive affirmations. You don't have to be here. You get to be here. But the thing is, you can make up any name you want on Peloton, and the instructors who are also working out with you don't have a lot of time to filter out the joke ones. So here are some of the many fake Peloton names that Peloton instructors have read out loud live.
Buster Cherry, happy birthday. Great to see you here.
Hugh Janus. I'm on to you.
Shout to Mike Hunt, happy birthday. Eaton Beaver.
Drew Peebles.
Mike Hawkener, happy birthday.
Bill McCrevis, 20s.
Oliver Closehoff.
Bill McCracken, happy. And Hugh Janus tapping at my leaderboard.
Colonel Angus. Jenna Talia, happy 1,000. So fond of Cox, happy birthday to you.
The best. I got to get back on the Peloton.
I've been on Peloton this whole time, and I'm like, why have I not done this?
If I knew that was going on, man, well, I would have never stopped riding that thing.
The funniest thing is in the video when it dawns on them that it's a fake name, you're like, really? It's so hilarious.
That's so much better.
But they're all like tired and sweating and working
Yeah.
out too, so they just don't really have the ability to do that.
And they're trying to be all inspirational, like, Jenna, tell you, happy 1000th bride.
Happy birthday to you. Proud of you, girl. So the best.
That's better than, there's the guy that goes into L.A. City Hall and tries to mention all of our names. And this guy's not nearly as funny as the Peloton people. They're way funnier than this guy.
Feel free to line up. I want to make sure that everybody who signed up gets a chance to speak. There was some nonsense names that I'm not going to read, but so anybody who has signed up, go ahead and line up.
I'm going to call first Kevin Klein.
This guy doesn't have the same sense of humor as the Peloton people because he doesn't like nonsense names.
Ivana Comb. You won't disrupt this meeting. I don't want to hear your voice unless you're at that podium speaking into the
See, that
mic.
name was a good try. It was supposed to be Ivana Cum.
Yeah, I know. And I think that he filtered out some fake ones, didn't he?
Jake Dill.
That's funny. Jake Dill.
And then the rest of the people who signed up used silly, childish, fake names. So if you used one of those fake names, you're welcome to come up now as well. Go ahead. Omar Khan and Chachi.
Okay, well, this person...
Chachi made it.
You know what? That guy's very negative. This is positive.
Buster Cherry, happy birthday.
Hey, Buster Cherry.
All right, it's tough to have a good reputation these days. I would still put Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in that category of somebody who has a good reputation. He's a very charitable person. He's still a huge star, one of the highest paid actors of all time. And there was some claims that were made about his etiquette on set back in April for this movie that he did. It was a holiday movie, which I guess on Amazon. But a lot of the reports said that he would be as many as 8 hours late to set, that sometimes he wouldn't show up at all, that the budget for the movie increased by $50 million just by making up for all of his bad behavior. So anyway, he just commented on it now. A lot of people were waiting for him to say whether or not this was true. And he said, well, I urinate in bottles occasionally. That is something that happens. And
Hold
that was
clip
another.
of Ali saying that,
okay,
guys.
damn it.
Hold that clip.
That was something that was also claimed in the article. And he said, yes, that's true. That happens. But he said, yes, I'm also late. That happens too, but not by the amount that they say. That was a bananas amount. It's crazy and ridiculous. So as someone who fails also to be on time, do you have any words you'd like to share?
Well, I have a lot in common with...
And you've also done a number one in a bottle.
Who hasn't?
I haven't.
Well, you just admitted it. We have audio.
No, I
Play
didn't.
it back.
I
Who's got the
didn't
clip?
do that. That was not me. That was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson saying he does that.
You're busy. You're late sometimes.
Do you think a lot of guys do that? Do you think, what's the percentage?
100%.
What?
At some point in their life.
There's got to be a guy out there that never has.
Go look at any parking lot or any side of the road, Allie. You'll see no shortage of golden bottles. That's what we call them in the community. Golden bottles.
Great
New
to see
hour of the
you.
show. We kick it off next.
listen to you guys every morning, and I better shut up because it's a drunk message. Bye.
Happy birthday, dear Violet. That's a big game, man.
Greta Thunberg.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to a brand new week. Perhaps you had yesterday off as well, in which case you're almost at the weekend again. Look at that. We've already made it. Tuesday, and next thing you know, it'll be Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then boom, Happy New Year, right?
Wow. We made it, guys.
We made it. Congratulations. What an exciting year ahead. We got lots going on today on the show. Of course, you can listen live as you are doing right now, hopefully on 106.7 KROQ, the app. And we are also streaming visually for your visual pleasure or displeasure on the KROQ YouTube page. Chat is very active there as well.
There's a lot of streaming conversation on the text line as well of a different kind. A lot of people admitting that they have gone in bottles, that it is called being a member of the Golden Bottle Club.
That's right.
It's also called a trucker bomb.
Yep.
It's also called a Coca-Cola de Piña.
Yep. In
And-
Mexico, that's what they refer to that as. Absolutely.
Yes.
No shortage of names for that. But yes, everyone chiming in, Allie, to say as a mailman, I do it quite often. Amazon driver, that's
I use a Starbucks cup, hashtag golden bottles.
great. Welcome to the club. You're all golden bottlers.
818, I just did that last night, but I do have a bathroom. What?
Man, that person is super lazy.
you well, I know a lot of writers do it, a lot of male writers, because they're like, I'm writing, I'm being creative, I don't have time. So they just have a bottle, they just put it right up there, and then they just set it next to their desk.
You can't, interfere with creativity by getting
It's
up and going to the
already
bathroom.
so much more convenient for you to go number one than it is for a woman.
Well, a lot of these people...
I love that it's still too inconvenient to just walk into the bathroom and whip it out.
I bet you there are some women that are in the Golden Bottle Club, and I'd love to hear from you as well. This is a place where we will not judge.
Only
There's-
Gatorade bottles, I
There's
would imagine.
Lots and lots of messages that we're waiting on the GOAT line for a variety of reasons. Comments, critiques, criticisms, complaints, and maybe one of the weirdest messages we've ever received. We will unload GOAT together, make more room for your messages after this one from the Foo Fighters, and then we will get you some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
I've been searching for something never.
Love being live and interactive with you. You can join us lots of ways. 800-520-1067 to get in on the live show right now. We are currently doing this thing not only on KROQ, but also on YouTube. You can watch as well. And then there's the GOAT line. It's there for you when we're not around. That number is 844-956-GOAT. Once a week, we have to unload messages to make room for more.
Hey, guys. First-time caller, long-time listener. So I have a newborn at home, and just a heads up, he might think of you guys as mommy and daddy because he hears your voices constantly in utero as well.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I can hear the little baby in the background going.
I want no financial responsibility for this child.
But we're listening to you on one of these late nights, staying up with him, and he was inconsolable. And then you guys played She Bang by the guy from American Idol from a long time ago, and he suddenly was super calm and happy about it, and I thought it was a fluke thing, but then you guys continued to play bits of the clip, and every time he would calm down and smile. So
who knew? William Hung, all these years later, has an ability to calm down an inconsolable child.
Dude, he should come out with one of those like baby lullaby albums.
I mean, we do play a lot of dumb sounds on this show, and every once in a while, I don't even remember why we were playing. I mean, I don't know if we need a reason to play William Hung, She Bangs.
No, we were talking about Rhaegon, the Australian breakdancer, and how she's retired, and then it was
like the new
well,
William Hung.
Yeah,
right.
You know, somebody who thinks they're really good when they're not.
Apparently, that sound helped this listener out with her baby.
Thank you guys for being here with us, and and calming him with your voices. I won't show him the live YouTube. I think that might put him in distress. But
okay, thanks a lot. You don't have to end the call with an insult.
Thanks for being pseudo mommy and daddy for this little one.
You're very welcome.
Klein,
Thank you.
we're
very
officially
sweet.
parents together.
That's
Let's see what happens to this child, how they grow up, and what they become.
Straight to therapy.
Klein's idea totally inspired me. It's genius to distract your dog when you're, trying to have some fun with your significant other or whatever. Yes. I've had this problem. My dog, if I bring a girl over and I'm giving her attention, he starts crying or jump on top of us on the sofa.
I've heard a lot of people that, especially if you are single but you have a dog and then you bring someone back and you try to get, intimate, the dog gets real territorial and protective and they become real C-blocks.
Doesn't happen with cats. They respect the pee.
Cats don't care. They don't. They have no respect for you. They don't even.
No, because they know, you've got your space, I've got my space. But they're not trying to fight for your attention.
Yeah, the peanut butter trick has really saved my sex life with my wife just to keep the dog occupied. But now I've got to go next level because the dog's eating it too quickly now that I've got to come up with all sorts of different ways to now hide it. I got to put it inside of socks. And I got to hide the bone. It's a whole thing.
Is this dog going to gain incredible
Your
amounts
house
of weight?
Must sound gross. It smells gross, too, by the way.
Smells like peanut butter.
Yeah, man.
I go up and I'm literally having sex with my wife, and I'm smelling my own fingers reek of peanut butter.
Oh, man.
Reek.
It's a total, he's a total C-block, honestly. But I love my dog, but still, that's a big... I've always thought I gotta distract him some way, and what better way to distract a dog than with the amount of peanut butter, right?
You're right.
If this works, this can help me in my sex life, which is quite amazing. You guys helped me in many things. I didn't think it'd ever help me in my sex life. You did right here, the peanut butter trick. So thank you guys.
You're welcome.
You guys are the best.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Try it in the bedroom too.
Well, I got done with church, and a lady from the church came up to me. I had a KROQ shirt on. And I told her, it's the radio station 106.7. And I told her to check out the morning show, the Klein and Alley show. She said, okay. Oh, I also said you guys are some wholesome bunch of people.
Oh, boy. I don't think we're going to grow the show in the church crowd too often.
So she's going to check it out on Monday. If I don't see her at church on Sunday, I think she went to the dark side.
It's possible.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. What's up? Eddie again from Long Beach. And just wanted to say, I'm not sure if I like this whole video thing on YouTube because I catch myself, I'm just looking at Allie's boobs because trying to figure out which one's the wonky one.
Okay.
Anyway, we did.
All right, thank you.
It's like a magic eye. It's an illusion. It's a different one every day.
You never know which one you're looking at. You never know.
It's like someone with a lazy eye.
Yeah.
You're like, where do I look? Do I look at the lazy one or do I look at the regular one? I can't try and look at them both.
We're only on YouTube for the time being until we can finally make our
I've got a lazy
transition
nip.
into OnlyFans. Then watch out. Game over. That's when we get our sweet retirement money ready to go.
Yeah.
Sick and tired of hearing all these people that are making $1 million a month on OnlyFans. And we're sitting away giving this content for free on YouTube
Somebody
like suckers.
suggested I start doing that to raise money for my ambulance bill. They said there are people who are sad and desperate enough who will watch really freaky things.
There are enough sickos out there. I have a feeling you could go ahead and pay for that ambulance in at least 3-4 years just by putting up videos. Quick break. Thanks for the calls. I wish we could have a good time to listen to more of these, but unfortunately, it's time for us to take a break. We got more show to get to, your gayest football highlights, and more next on KROQ.
It is time to get your presents.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Let's go. Let's look at the show.
The Smashing Pumpkins, 311, Royal Otis, Beck, the Linda Lindas. Baby, All Nation. Franz Ferdinand, Sublime, Jimmy Eat World.
Christmas has been saved.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Gain.
Tickets on sale Friday at noon at Ticketmaster. Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
This is the greatest time of year. Not all heroes wear capes. And every once in a while, us regular people, us normies, as we're called around here, have to step up and do heroic things. There was the time I tried to save the dog that was about to cross the street at a very busy intersection. Even slammed on the brakes, made a U-turn, only to realize it was an art installation of a dog and not a real dog. That's what it sounded like. But I would have saved it had it.
I would have saved it.
Had it been real, I would have saved it.
There was also the time that you saved a shoe.
Didn't save a shoe. I called the police because I thought a dead guy was in a van, and it was just a shoe. But, yes, they did come out and inspect.
You're right, though, Klein. Not all heroes wear capes. In this case, she was wearing flannel. And when I saw a situation that was taking place that was not okay, I decided to take action. We went out to enjoy some of the nice weather and go on a little hike. And there is, of course, a large dirt parking lot where a lot of people are probably going to be unattended. You know, their vehicles are going to be unattended for many hours, right? So what a perfect place for a car thief or carjacker to be, right?
Oh, yeah, no cameras anywhere.
No cameras. It's all
either,
very primitive. You know, there's really barely a trailhead map. There's not a lot around. And there are a lot of people who kind of feel like they're in a confident, you know, they're feeling confident because it's isolated. So they're like, I don't even need to lock my car. A lot of them don't. So we are walking from our car.
Thanks for that tip.
Yep.
Great bit of information. I never even thought of it.
Yeah, neither did I.
It's like the perfect place.
Really?
I need to go to any hiking trail. The parking lot below a hiking trail, cars will be unlocked and wide open for hours at a
There are
time.
a lot of hiking trails have signs telling you, like, to watch out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who pays attention to those signs?
I
Those
don't read
signs are
signs.
everywhere. Every time you pull in any parking lot, you have a sign that says not responsible for, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Take your personal stuff with you, blah, blah, blah. We all just look at the sign. It doesn't mean anything. I've never once seen that sign and be like, they're right. I should bring my stuff with me.
Along with all the like bear and rattlesnake warnings. You're like, yeah, whatever.
It's all just forgettable.
So I'm walking up to the trailhead and we see this guy who is in full clothing that does not look hiking friendly, and he is pretending to stretch with a large stick. And he's kind of bending the stick back and forth like, just getting ready for a hike. And he looked out of place.
He didn't have hiking clothes on? Was he wearing jeans?
He was
he
was wearing like dress pants and like a black jacket. But he seemed just like a middle-aged guy there by himself. And I thought, you know what? Hey, there are loner weirdos who hike all the time. Look at Jake.
Sure.
So I tried not to think much of it. And then I see him stretch and get closer to a car and then put his hands, like puts his back up against the car and starts pulling on the handle with his hands behind his back.
To see if it's open.
And I go, I think that guy's trying to break into that car. Either that or he gets into his car in a really weird way.
It could be like one of those weird magician types. That's what he kind of sounds like. Gets in the car.
He's practicing a new trick.
Yeah, everything's
he's like very flamboyant, you know, in everything he does.
I'm in the car.
I've got the stick is gone. So then the car doesn't open, and then I see him snake back through to a BMW. Another car. And then I see him open it and start looking in there. And I'm like, okay, this guy is obviously not going on a hike. He is here to lurk around and find everyone's cars that are open and try and pick out whatever he wants. So I go, now I'm the one who's noticing this, right? I'm the one who needs to save the day. So I decide to call the police non-emergency line because I'm not calling 911 again. And I, for the life of me, cannot find the right number to call. I don't know why
it's impossible.
Impossible?
You would think 911, emergency, 912, not emergency.
Exactly.
Like something simple.
I'm just trying to find the local non-emergency line, and I cannot find it. I've called 3 numbers by now. Nobody has answered. I've gotten some message machine saying that they're not open. And then by that point, I'm going, well, now I need to take a different strategy here. So I take out my phone, and I'm looking at him, and he starts looking at me, and we start eyeing each other. And I go, is that car yours? And he starts trying to walk away quickly. And I'm like, all right, now's my chance. I got to film him. So I take my phone, and I start filming him, and I film him, and he starts running away and up into the hills, disappears.
You could have done a citizen's arrest.
I wasn't fast enough. All of a sudden, he was super fast.
Right.
So then I'm like, well, at least I've got this guy on video. And I run back over to Katie. I'm like, okay, I didn't get the non-emergency line, but I'm going to catch this guy. I'm going to get the right people, and I'm going to send them this video. And she goes, let me see the video. And then I realize I never hit record.
Oh, you idiot. You really are a
And
terrible
then you gotta hike
hero.
up a trail where he's waiting for you.
And now I'm walking with my family up a trail where this guy probably is, or I don't know if he's hiding out in the woods and waiting to just go back.
Ta-da!
So I opted for plan C, which was casually warning people as I walked by.
Oh, that's like the worst, too. Really? What's the guy look like? I don't know.
I don't know. He's stretching with a stick.
He's got a stick.
He's a magician.
Well,
probably.
Another hero. Just a show full of heroes here.
God.
It's a good thing
Why is it so hard to be a hero?
It's a good thing you took Veterans Day, Allie. You earned it for sure.
Thank
Green
you.
Day on KROQ.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show on KROQ and also streaming live on YouTube as we speak on the KROQ YouTube page. The internet's full of riddles and mysteries. We get to the bottom of them with one click. It's time for clickbait. Here we go. Hey, all right, we'll start with this. Apparently, this 30-minute daily habit has cured depression in almost 50% of people. 30-minute daily habit. If you're feeling depressed, overwhelmed, whatever, 30 minutes, you do this. And it's not one of those obvious things like working out, one of those BS answers that everyone assumes, yeah, right, like I'm going to hop on the treadmill for 30, not happening. This is something that's super simple, and they claim it is having crazy results on almost half the population. What is it?
Is it a phone break? Like okay, my phone, I'm going to turn my phone off and make sure I don't look at it for 30 whole minutes. I think that's hard for a lot of people.
All right, Allie claims 30 minutes, no phone time. Omar, what say you?
Yeah.
This is a 30-minute daily habits cure depression in almost 50% of people.
Yeah, I was going to go with the, walking outside one, but you said it's not related to anything physical. So I'm going to go with 30 minutes of meditating, alone time, Maybe not technically meditation, but you have 30 seconds to yourself.
30 seconds?
Sorry, 30 minutes.
That sounds amazing.
I'd kill for 30 seconds. 30 seconds for alone time sounds amazing.
Oh, man.
Jake, what do you say?
I'm going to go with deep breathing. Like
Same thing, Omar. You've never not given an answer that is so similar to one of the others. Omar said 30 minutes of meditation to yourself.
Fine. 30 minutes of masturbation. How about that?
That's ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
That's what I said. It's
so
30
many-
minutes to yourself.
Yeah, that's what Omar said.
Everything I say, Omar said.
I'm fine. Allie, this is something you tried to force on us in here, believe it or not. But apparently, this bright light therapy crap.
Yes, wow.
Everyone, the BLT. It's called. I would be so upset if someone said, "Come home, we have BLT," and I got home and there was no bacon sandwich, and
This is a stupid light.
It was a stupid light because
light therapy?
they're calling.
Oh, come on. BLTs are disappointing.
They're calling BLT people are having ridiculous results because of, especially with seasonal depression and everything else that's going on. That
Seasonal depression. The season just started.
Well, people are depressed. I don't
What
know.
the hell?
30
We've
minutes of BLT.
It got cold
Are you
like
guys
a week ago.
Are you guys still cranking that lamp in there, by the way?
It's sitting right there.
No,
It's
because
sitting-
there's
really?
like 7 other super bright lights at our face.
Yeah, but
Oh my God.
this one, the one Allie brought in that was going to cure all of our anger or whatever depression, is just sitting there turned off.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
It's even
Let's
sadder. To be honest, it's even sadder now than before because now I'm looking at this thing and it's just turned off. Hold on, she's leaving. She's walking over to the bright light. This could short out the whole. I think the company cheaped out and said it was too expensive to run this thing. I mean, oof, there it goes. Jesus Christ, like she's growing, it's like she's growing crops or something. That is massive. Oh, she's making it, she's moving it across the studio now. That is a BLT, all right. Wow, look at that thing. That is bright. All right, well, already I feel less depressed.
I feel better.
Watching you drag that across the studio made me smile. All right, next one, clickbait. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one.
That is so bright.
It's so bright.
Powerful.
Oh,
bright.
my God.
And it still
Hey.
can't make me look good.
All right. That actually makes you look worse. I think it should be called the Pore Finder 2000. All right. Real estate experts reveal that this paint color is currently decreasing your home's value. If you have your home painted this color, either on the outside or even inside, it is costing you value. It will instantly devalue whatever it is you're trying to sell in the world of real estate. What color is it that they say you got to change this immediately?
I have always been told that white walls or gray walls will sell and anything else does not. And I think that the most off-putting color is beige. I think people think it looks boring, it looks drab, it looks sad. It just kind of looks like almost white, and you're like, all right, it just kind of makes you depressed.
Real estate experts reveal this paint color will decrease your home value. Instantly, it's something you could do to change what your home is worth. Omar, you own a lot of homes.
Yeah, so Ali is right partially that you definitely want for a house appeal something white. Beige is actually just fine because it's actually a neutral color. But anything in the bold spectrum, like if you're going to go, like the trim is fine if you're going to, do like a black or a dark blue or whatever. But definitely always stay away if you're going to make a accent wall, stay away from the color red. Like for some reason, people don't like the color red.
Jake, what do you say? Let me guess, red?
No.
Light red?
No, I was going to say something bold.
Reddish.
I was going to say pastels.
Pastels.
Seems like there's a lot of like old LA apartment buildings and houses that are like pink or like very like light colors.
Yeah, but I think those have an appeal
Well,
in LA. You know, you got those kind of classic.
One of you's right. Apparently, that color red is a total deal breaker.
Whoa.
You thought it was a good idea.
Yep.
You're like, oh, let's go ahead and make a
I did
bold
that to
wall.
one of my houses.
People don't want
in
it.
the inside.
They go.
Yeah.
People look in, and it's funny because you think regular people could go, I just need a coat of paint on that. But people look at it and go, nah, can't live here. I'm out.
I mean, think about all the primer.
A lot of,
it's a lot of primer.
A lot of primer.
Yeah, it's a lot of primer.
It's
I
going
had
to
do
be
like
a
3
real
coats.
project.
Yeah.
All right, one final clickbait. Let's end it with this one. This is the amount of push-ups that an average person should be able to do. And once again, when we say average person, we're talking about us, but think about it for yourself for a second. This is the amount of push-ups an average person should be able to do is very different than can do.
Is the number different between male and female?
It is different by 2, Omar. Good question, but close.
Women have more.
Women are supposed to be able to do 0, and men are supposed to be able to do 2. That's a crazy number. No.
Are these knees or regular?
Regular push-ups. This is the amount of push-ups a regular person should be able to do.
All right, I'm going to say 5 for guys and 3 for women.
What? That's so low. That's like nothing. Are you kidding me?
Wow,
It's
really?
hard to do push-ups.
It's such a low expectation of society.
I can do
Unbelievable.
10 on my knees.
All right, Allie can do 10 on her knees.
I'll pull that clip.
God damn it.
Jake, what say you? I know you do a lot of push-ups because you got those big man boobs.
That's right, shake it. I'm going to say 20.
That
20
is so many.
is the number. All right, Omar, what number should we be able to do?
I think you should be, as a healthy human being, if you're a male, at least 25.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Guys,
at least, and this is going like hard. You know what I mean? At 25, you're feeling the
burn.
pain there.
Yeah. Allie, was that your real guess earlier, or was that a joke guess?
Look, even though I exercise regularly, push-ups are difficult.
I do 70.
70
You can do
push-ups?
70 in a row?
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Whoa,
you gotta-
that's impressive.
You got to
man.
come in here and do that on the YouTube. I don't believe
That's
that.
crazy impressive.
70 in a
There's
row.
no way.
But Jake's.
I could maybe knock out, if I really tried, maybe 35, maybe. You, Klein?
And are you doing those like wide military ones? Because I don't think those count.
No, just a standard push-up.
I could probably
like
do
with your
the.
triceps.
I could probably do the number I'm supposed to do, which according to this is 21. Guys are supposed to be able to do 21. Women are supposed to be able to do 19.
Guys, let's prove it. Push-up contest in the studio right now.
We have to take a break
You
right
start,
now.
Vanessa.
Johnny. But Vanessa. Vanessa's back from Colombia? I didn't even know she was there. Oh, she's back. Great. She made it.
And she's on a lot of cocaine, too.
She is
I think
fired
there's
up.
75.
Make a note. We will figure this out. We got to take a break. We're back in a second. Your ADD news. Then we got some acoustic Christmas tickets for you before you can even buy them, on sale Friday. A lot of people chiming in with their number. They say, Jake, 78 nothing. I can do 120, no problem. I don't believe
120?
I've met our listeners. Not one of our listeners can do 120 for sure.
Can definitely do 120 ounces of something.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. More show next.
KROQ. Klein, Alley.
Mornings on KROQ. KROQ.
KROQ.
Tuesday morning. Welcome to KROQ. You can listen, you can watch KROQ YouTube, and also on 106.7 as we speak. We are Klein Alley Show. Nice to meet you this morning. Tickets, Almost Acoustic Christmas. We did give away one pair yesterday, but you'll be the second person on the entire planet to have tickets to this year's Almost Acoustic Christmas show. They don't even go on sale till Friday.
And second is better.
That second is the best. So we will hook you up with those tickets coming up later this morning. Your ADD News is next, Allie. What's going on?
Well, how does this story end?
She'd been hearing noises under her home since last April. Now, the family just thought it was an animal living under there. Turns out it was...
Oh, boy.
What was it?
The details next on KROQ. KROQ, let's get to your news. Then we will get you some tickets to Almost Acoustic Christmas, the 33rd annual. You will be the second person on the planet to have those tickets. That's coming up very soon. And then Veer Das in the KROQ studios. Global sensation in L.A. for shows. Will be stopping in to hang with us. That's all coming up this morning. But first, this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Don't change the station or I get beaten.
So when you hear a mysterious noise in your house, there are two ways to respond. One type of person just pretends it's not happening. And then the other person freaks out, gets paranoid about it, and ends up spiraling in a mental loop until they've driven themselves clinically insane.
That is how you should decide who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You need to hypothetically decide. When we hear something in the middle of the night that is suspicious, are you going to be the person that goes, it's probably nothing, it's wind? Or are you going to be the person that's going to say, grab the golf club, grab the knife, and get ready and protect the family? Because you cannot have two people that both panic. If both people panic, that's a problem, and you can't have two people that are both like, it's probably nothing, it's probably nothing. You need one.
I know, because then it might be something, and then if both of you said it's probably nothing, then you're both dead.
Right, exactly.
So this is a local story of I heard something in my house, and here's how it turned out.
The family of a 93-year-old woman who lives alone in a small home in El Sereno said she'd been hearing noises under her home since last April.
That is alarming. If that's the noise.
It haunts you at night.
But if it's a 93-year-old who's claiming it, you know the family's going, all right, Mom. All right.
I hear it knocking.
Let's get you to bed, Grandma.
Yeah, sure.
It's Grandpa.
Right. Whatever.
But then it started getting louder and louder to the point where it was a large banging. And this was since April. So this is many months. So they finally decide to step in.
Now, the family just thought it was an animal living under there. Turns out it was an adult man.
A naked adult man.
What?
A naked guy living under her home since April of this year.
And last night, it took LAPD SWAT team officers using gas in order to get him out.
Ironic way to get a naked guy out of a
So he
crawl
was
space.
living his life, going about doing whatever he did, and then at nighttime before bed, he would go down and sleep under the house.
And then he was probably like, dude, this lady has no idea what's going on.
Right.
She's just an old lady, lives by herself. What a great squatter.
Where's Pennyhose Greg living these days?
I think this was him.
This may have been Pantyhose Greg.
Sounds like something he would do.
I'm not totally naked. I've got my shit-away pantyhose.
Actually, you guys joke, but Pantyhose Greg left a very interesting update on the goat line, which I will get to at the beginning of the next hour. But something you would never guess that Pantyhose Greg is doing. He's up to. No one would guess it, and it's living under a woman's house. Did anyone guess that?
I did not know.
Officers say they found food and blankets under the home there, and it was clear he'd been living under there for a while.
I mean, hey, it's rent is impossible in Los Angeles and in Southern California in general, and people are having to get creative, especially now that the weather's getting cold. You got to hunker down. You got to cuff up.
Yep, you're right. Find a good house. Get underneath it. Because probably, that's right, the family will say it's probably just an animal. Let it live.
Yeah, exactly. All right. When it comes to Hall of Fames, there are many of them now. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame probably still the top, earning the most respect. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think so. If you're going to be in a Hall of Fame, that's the one you want to be in. Right.
But I would put the Songwriters Hall of Fame up there as well. Definitely much higher up than the Radio Hall of Fame. And they have released the new the nominees for the class of 2025, which include Eminem, Boy George, George Clinton, Janet Jackson, the Doobie Brothers, NWA, Alanis Morissette, and Sheryl Crow.
Oh, and that is for just Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Where does that even exist? Where does that even live? Like, I know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's in
on
Cleveland.
A beautiful website.
Oh, it's on a website? Cool. That's a good one.
I don't know if there's an actual brick and mortar Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Oh,
they
really?
also added Bryan Adams, Summer of 69.
Sure.
And Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman?
Mm-hmm.
But I've always thought that Sheryl Crow had a terrible reputation, both for songwriting and singing. So I'm surprised that she was nominated.
Did you say Alanis Morissette too?
Yeah.
Really?
She's one of the...
I have a question here of you asking her about it.
No.
Has writing always been, I know writing has been a huge outlet for you throughout your career and throughout your life. And has that relationship changed over time? You've been, the show that you're about to perform at has a huge focus on mental health. You've been very open about your mental health, and writing and making music. Has that always been something that helps you, or has it been sort of a challenge or a block for you in some ways?
Stop, Alanis, stop! You mean so much to me.
Oh, Allie, what a question.
But you just made the Hall of Fame.
What a well-worded question. Jesus Christ.
She is one of my all-time heroes. I didn't know how to ask questions properly.
Man, that was long.
I had an idea of what I wanted to say. I believe afterwards she said, great question, which is what they always say when it's a great question.
I don't believe she said that.
She did.
She seemed baffled.
I remember she said, that's a great question.
Allie has
Play the rest of it.
Allie's just been nominated to go into the Question Writers Hall of Fame, which is very exciting.
I didn't write the question. It was improv.
Oh, it was? Oh, well, start fresh. We will get into a brand new hour of the show after this almost acoustic performance from Jimmy World.
Show.
Let's go!
I don't have a clue.
There is no KROQ now without Ali and Klein.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Thanks for starting your shortened week with us. If you were off yesterday, or perhaps you were working, in which case, welcome to your Tuesday here on the world famous KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Pleasure to meet you. Yes, we are the same show that is hanging up on the walls in Mel's Diner because we replaced Diddy's pictures. Yes, we're the same show that defended In-N-Out to the death on billboards all over Southern California. And now here we are together again on the radio, in your ear holes and in your eye holes as well on KROQ's YouTube. You can watch us streaming along and join the Discord or the chat or just watch in the background so it feels like you've got friends hanging out with you this morning.
Yeah, shout out to all the passive people who really don't interact or do anything ever.
Shout out passives. We know you'll never shout us out back, but we still appreciate you just the same.
And that's me. Isn't that you too?
Of course.
Just a passive.
Just a couple of passives. Would never think to call or interact in any way, shape, or form, but Pantyhose Greg, you guys brought him up a moment ago because you were saying that he was perhaps the guy that was living under this woman's house, and that is impossible because he has an alibi. Listen to this.
Oh, hey, Klein and Alley, Pantyhose Greg here. Today I was at Ralph's, and the meat guy was helping me, and he saw my KROQ shirt. He's all, KROQ, and I go, hell yeah, I'm on the Klein and Alley show. It's Pantyhose Greg, and he's all, no way, oh my God, I can't believe it. And he shook my hand. He was really happy to meet me. Can you believe it? I'm a celebrity from the Klein and Alley show. Stone as F. It's Pantyhose Greg.
So now I can never get meat from Ralph's ever again.
He skips away with his meat.
Yeah, I mean,
can't wash that hand enough.
Yeah,
you got to cut it off if you're a butcher.
Right, this guy is the meat guy at Ralph's. I love getting meat from Ralph's, and
now I don't.
Now he shook Greg's hand. I got to go full vegan at this point.
I would have loved though the meat guy to go, "Are you Pantyhose Greg?" Like, Pantyhose Greg introduced himself. I wonder if that guy really knew who he was, or if he was just like, "Oh, that's right, yeah, Pantyhose Greg."
If you listen to the show in any sort of regular, I mean, Pantyhose Greg is definitely a regular. But some people hate Pantyhose Greg. There's a lot of controversy about Greg.
Well, he's apparently very active on the YouTube chat as well.
Is?
Too active, yes.
Listen to this.
He's telling people.
I honestly would like you guys to do a vote, because for me, I mean, obviously votes are stupid and nobody cares, but
right. Pantyhose Greg.
I'm over Pantyhose Greg.
Yep.
And he disrespected you, and you guys just took him in.
No, he did tell us to F off, but he was sober for 2 days. He stopped smoking weed.
He wasn't in his right mind.
Yeah, he was. He realized that he needs weed to be the man he is, and when he went off the weed, he started getting all aggressive against us.
He's getting cranky.
People go through a love-hate relationship with us all the time. That's fine.
But isn't this the woman who called on the goat line? Isn't she the one who relapsed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't keep track.
So
really?
she had her own short stint with sobriety.
Oh, right.
You know,
Yeah,
so I'm just saying, we're all alike.
Let's get these kids together.
Well,
yeah. I think you and Greg would actually be a nice couple. Should set you guys up.
Definitely be a fascinating conversation.
Lots to go get into this hour, including your tickets. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Don't even go on sale till Friday, but fear not, we will take care of you at some point this hour right here on KROQ. Got to be almost exactly a month away. What the hell's today's date? The 12th?
It's the 12th.
Can't even keep up. So anyway, about a month away from KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Been doing this thing 33 years. Tickets go on sale Friday. But fear not, we will get you in today at some point this morning, this hour, between now and 9 a.m. Just keep listening for your chance to call and win yourself some tickets. You don't have to worry about trying to get them on Friday, but I would recommend you get them on Friday before they are sold out, as seems to be the case every single year. You're on KROQ. Good morning. I know we were having conversations earlier today about people in the Golden Bottle Club, people that have felt the need to relieve themselves while driving. And everyone has done it at some point. Guys have. And Allie said, she doesn't think any women are in the Golden Bottle Club.
Well,
and
I wondered what the percentage is of guys who have done that, and you said 100%.
100% of guys.
I'm sure there's a guy out there that has never done it and thinks it's gross.
Go ahead. What's up?
Good morning. Yes, I actually urinate into a cup as a trucker in my sleeper and transfer it into a water bottle and then properly dispose of it instead of leaving it out in public places.
That's the difference between guys and women. Women have a classy way of doing it where they'll dispose of the evidence appropriately. Where guys will make the grenade sound, pretend to pull a pin, and chuck it.
Ew.
How did you know?
So wait a minute. How do you go into a bottle as a woman?
No, I don't. I go into a nice cup.
Yeah, but how big is the cup? Still, it's hard to pee in a cup.
We're talking about like a, Mickey D's McCafe cup, like a soda cup.
Oh, that is classy.
I say
McCafe.
so. Very classy. Very classy.
In that cursive?
Right.
And then I put the bottle in a Pringles, empty Pringles can, so nobody knows what it is.
But that's also not plastic. I would imagine that would get urine soaked.
No, the bottle, you're not listening to what she says. The bottle goes inside of the Pringles can.
Yes.
But she just said she pees in a cup.
But then she immediately transfers from the cup into the bottle.
And then she puts the bottle in the Pringles can?
Keep with the process. She's got a great process, this woman.
Yeah, but are you doing it when you're sitting down in the truck, or are you standing up and squatting?
No, I do have to be in a stop position, parked, and in the back where my bed is, where it's more private.
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't want anyone to see you.
Well, what a process.
I couldn't pee in a cup anyway.
Yeah. Vanessa, thank you for calling and sharing that with us.
Love you.
Julia, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so when my kids got too old for their diapers, I still had a bunch of leftover diapers, and I wasn't going to toss them. So now I keep all the old diapers in my car, and I will just pull over on the side of the freeway or wherever and pull my pants down and put a diaper down there, and I pee in the diaper, and it holds all the liquid, and then you just wrap it up and throw it in the trash can whenever you stop at a trash can, and it works perfect. Why are kids the only ones that can wear diapers?
Am I right?
I'm with you.
Look, I've done it once before, and I was actually shocked that it was able to hold a full adult number one.
Yeah,
those things are very absorbent.
That's what the commercial should be. Forget about all this baby crawling around crap. Show an adult sitting in traffic
going
using
a full
number
stream.
one. If it can take care of an adult, it can definitely take care of your kid in the middle of the night.
But I also don't know why you even have to stop.
Yeah, Julia, why? If you have the diaper, it seems like you could just keep on driving. You're wasting valuable road time.
No. You got to stick it in there.
Oh my God. All right. Very graphic. Julia.
Why do you have to?
Good for you.
My goodness.
We just gained and lost Huggies as a sponsor within a 30-second period. Damn it. We were so close.
But I always thought that if you have to pull over anyway, why wouldn't you just go outside?
At that point, right, if you're actually committing.
I always thought that this was while moving, so that you don't have to pull over.
Julia, at some point when you finally go, when you go through all of the diapers you had left over from your child, are you going to be a purchaser of diapers, or do you think that you're just doing this now because you have a little leftovers, or do you think you're going to actually go in and buy kid diapers and use them as an adult?
That's a good question. I haven't thought that far ahead.
You got to get one of those diaper subscriptions. Those are great.
Yeah.
And you get to pick out little patterns that are, themed for the holidays and stuff.
I don't think she's trying to.
The Christmas ones are coming out soon.
That's right. There was a big day of NFL action that took place over the weekend, including a Monday night game last night right here in L.A., where we got to watch the Rams almost get victory over the Dolphins.
I don't think that was an almost.
We were watching the games for, fantasy reasons, gambling reasons, in my case, prize picks reasons. But Allie watches the games for very different reasons, and we've had a lot of people tagging us and others that are ripping you off and doing their own version of Gayest Sports Highlights. But you are the originator.
Yes.
So let's give you this week's Gayest Football Highlights, according to Allie.
Here are the Gayest Sports Highlights from the week.
Here comes the tush push, you gotta think. What's your Stiers hurts? Play action. Wilson devoured. Work in the pocket, giving his guys a chance to uncover. Has a chance to rip it open here. Back in Iowa, schoolboy days.
He might have the loosest ankles in America. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I think JJ has a deal where he only does tight end highlights.
The 49ers D has been terrible. Incomplete, kind of a tweener there.
Eckler takes it in. Eckler pounds it inside. God has blessed you, my friend, with a special gift.
I'll take a double helping of David Montgomery and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
These have been the Gayest Sports Highlights from this week.
Man, that is pretty gay.
Kind of a tweener there.
Real tweener. Dear Das in the KROQ studios after this quick break.
It is time to get your presents.
On the phones now, we can't wait to talk to you at 800-520-1067.
Call somebody else and play with them, jackass.
You can also play with us right now. Postmaster Johnny in the studio. He had a big late night last night at the Palladium for the Kooks. How was that? A good show?
That was amazing, man.
Saw you hanging out with Nicole Alvarez. Are you guys an item now?
We're buddies, yeah. That's the homie right there. Big sis.
Big sis. That's, I'm sure, what she wants to hear.
Well, yeah.
She's going to love that. All right.
She's big sis, yeah.
That's all right. So you guys went out together?
No, I met her there. I went with the homies, and then she went solo, but then one of her homies met up with her, too.
Mm-hmm. Good show?
Oh, dude, it was insane. It was like, I'm not saying, like, I know I said in the show every time, like, we're girls sober, but we might have met somebody in the crowd.
Oh, you did?
And it was really cool because she was really nice, and she had a boy's name, and I really like that.
Oh, you like it when girls have boy names?
Yeah, it's, like, really cute.
Yeah.
What was her name?
I don't want to say it yet.
Is it like Charlie? Harold.
Kevin.
My name's Bruce, but I'm a lady.
Definitely
I'll give you my number.
Did you meet a guy last night, Johnny?
No. She was definitely...
Johnny!
No.
Johnny doesn't know women.
He'll learn.
You know what? It doesn't matter anymore, guys.
Yeah, it's 2024.
That is true.
No, just kidding.
She had a boy name and a boy face and a boy body and a boy penis.
No.
And I loved it.
It was sick. We were
All
in
right,
the same...
let's get to it. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, up for grabs in this exciting edition of Johnny Doesn't Know. Sayings. 4-pack of tickets, WonderCon, March 29th through the 31st, Anaheim Convention Center. Those will be yours, and all you got to do is predict whether or not Johnny will or will not know these very well-known sayings, proverbs, etc. For instance, let's do a practice one, Johnny.
All right, come on.
Never judge a book by its cover. If someone were to say that, what are they really saying?
Like, don't judge Allie like the way she thinks and stuff because of the way she looks. Like, maybe she's like very intelligent, or maybe she's like very dumb.
Why are you bringing me up?
You're sitting right in front of me. You're sitting right in front of me. I don't know.
All right, that's
I mean,
right.
he's right.
You are book-shaped.
I was right.
You're book-shaped. All right, so he does know some things. All right, Janet.
Don't judge a book by her figure.
Let's go to Riverside now. Janet, will Johnny know or not know this expression? Here we go. When it rains, it pours. Will Johnny know what that means? Yes or no, Janet?
Sweet David.
Sweet Dibs.
I'm going to say... I'm going to say no.
All
I don't even know.
right. She says, you will not know what it means when someone says, when it rains, it pours. She says, you will not know. Johnny, if someone uses that expression, what are they trying to really say?
You've told me that one, I think, because it's kind of like when something good happens, a bunch of other good things start to happen. But then when something's like terrible, a lot of bad things start to happen.
All right, Johnny.
Good job, Johnny.
Good Johnny. That's right. Sometimes that's right.
There you go.
There you got it. I've used that before.
Yeah, you told me that one. Yeah.
Look at that. We're teaching Johnny the ways of the world. It's unbelievable. Because a lot of times we use expressions like that are this common, Allie, and he looks at us like we are speaking a different language.
But you're teaching him because you're his big bro.
That's
Radio Bros.
big. No,
Big bro.
no. Let's don't. Nope. Dan Pico Rivera, welcome to KROQ this morning. How goes it?
It goes well. How you guys doing?
Good. Johnny doesn't know expressions. Will Johnny know this expression? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Will Johnny know what that means? Yes or no?
I'm going to say yes.
Wow. Confidence. He doesn't look in his face right now, but go ahead, Johnny.
Wait. I'm still pondering really quick because it can mean two things. Don't bite the hand that feeds, like something that gives you a lot or something very detrimental to you. Don't take too much of it. And don't try to betray it or don't try to overstay your welcome with it. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, I'm with Allie. I have no idea what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you're giving something that's like, or you're receiving something that's very amazing, don't try to take too much of it. And don't try to like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do it too much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't bite the hand that feeds.
You said it means two things, maybe.
Yeah, it was that one.
So
or
what's the other one?
Well, the other one is like also like don't like overdo it. Like if somebody like don't try to steal from your work and stuff, you know, because your work gives you so much or something like that, you know, because they pay you to be there.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Because
No.
your work, I think I'm understanding a little bit.
Translate, please.
Break it down for me, please.
He's
Go.
saying that if you work at a place and they're paying you, don't steal from work because they're giving you stuff.
You know what, Johnny?
Yes.
I'm going to give you
that
credit.
is-
That
yeah.
is right. Yeah, that's
The
right.
first one was completely
Yeah,
asinine,
okay.
but the second part
All right.
made a little more
Dan-
sense.
Dan got his right. He predicted correctly. Johnny, you know way more expressions than we gave you credit for. I'm
Oh,
shocked.
wow.
But I wonder how many he's learned just being in this building.
All of them.
A ton,
Every
yeah.
single one of them, Alan,
Yes.
somehow.
Because he talks to Jim, who's like 75, and
Right.
this is like how he talks.
Yeah. Dustin, how goes it?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
You hear me?
Well, yeah, we got you. Well, Johnny, know this expression. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, Johnny, know what that means. Yes and or no. It's Johnny doesn't know expressions.
I gotta go with the no for Johnny.
All right, Johnny, this guy's lost faith in you, even though you've gotten everything right so far. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Why would someone say that? What are they really saying?
Well, I know this one because one of my exes said this to me one time, and she was just like, "You can't have your cake and eat it too." And I was really mad at that because I didn't know what that meant, but I knew it was bad. But it really was kind of like it's saying like,
Did you tell her that?
well, no, I just kind of gave her one of those looks where
I
I'm
don't know
like,
what that means, but it feels bad.
I asked her, yeah.
You had an ex that said this to you.
Yeah, because she was getting upset because she's like, "You think you could have everything like all good at once and stuff, but you can't." And I was like, I gave her one of those looks like,
Huh.
you know, I was like, "What the hell does that mean?"
Right.
But I knew it was bad though. So yeah, it's bad.
So what is
Yeah,
it?
but that's not the
You're
answer.
not
It's
giving
bad.
us the answer. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
You can't, like I just said, like you can't have everything your way that you want it to and enjoy it because it's not going to work like that.
I'm
mean,
gonna,
he's
I'm
kinda
gonna
right.
say
He's
you're
right.
right, Johnny. I'm gonna say you're right. It's unbelievable that you've gotten this many. I thought Allie, in the past I try to make these as easy as possible, and still he gets hardly any of them right.
No, it means that Johnny's improving.
So Johnny's
Yeah.
learning. Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, Johnny, know what this means? Yassine.
I think he's gonna know.
All right.
I got faith in him.
Everyone's got faith in you. No one has ever had this much faith in you ever. Johnny, Rome was not built in a day.
Well, Yaniv, you played yourself because I don't know what this one means. I don't know. Wait, let me think. Rome.
Yep. Is in which country?
Italy.
There you go.
All right,
There
there
you
we
go.
go. Sound it out.
Borrata. I don't know. It was built in a day. I don't know.
Wasn't built in a
Oh,
day.
it wasn't built in a day. So it takes a minute to kind of build it. So you kind of gotta like chill. I don't know. Patience. Is there something about patience?
Johnny,
Patience.
you're the smartest dummy we know. Allie, a lot of people predicted correctly today.
We're getting to Gustavo.
Gustavo. Congratulations. You're going to go to WonderCon, and hold on because we got some more tickets to give away for that as well. So hang out. We'll pick someone else up off the air. Johnny, congratulations, my friend.
Well, thank you.
You really can't judge a book by its cover, Allie. Look at that. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Those tickets you've been waiting for, K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas, will be coming up at some point between now and 9 o'clock this morning. In the studio right now, a guy that told us the next time he was in L.A., he would come into the studio. And how many times, Allie, have people said this to us, and then we've never heard from them ever again?
100% of the time.
100% of the time. When Veer Das showed up today, I said, what, is this guy serious? We had him on, we were talking on the phone 6 months ago, I feel
I
like.
think so. Yeah.
You were in the middle of the crosshairs of a viral video that had kind of gotten pretty much
the
picked
Two
up,
Indias monologue.
picked up by the world. And We had a chat about it. It was very interesting. And then we do, like we always say, hey, if you're ever in L.A., come on by. And most people blow us off. And here you are, a man of your word.
Guys, after this, you will never hear from me again.
You just got to get one in just to say you did it.
I believe it. In town because Mindful is stopping at the Orpheum Theater on Friday, November 15th. And you now have, I can't keep track, but 4 Netflix specials?
4 Netflix specials. I'm working on my 5th, which is going to drop the middle of next year, I think, which will be fun. And no, it's good. Why am I wearing a sweater in Los Angeles? This is the most important, what is this? It's unprofessional weather. This is a lie that you have sold as far as your city goes.
This is as cold as it gets, though.
No, but every movie that I've ever seen about this city is like happy people in the sunshine, and then you show up and everybody's in a puffer jacket, and it's a lie.
Well, yeah, but also I think that we like to layer up because it's cute.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you look good in that black sweater, and that's all that we care about.
Yeah, but then that's California praise, and I don't know if that's real praise or if it's not real
You'll never
praise.
know if we're lying to your
Everybody in
face.
California is like, I love that. Nobody loves that many things. In their
We actually hate everyone.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's the reality. Well, we have like menopausal weather here where it is brutally cold. I mean, it was 40-something when I got in my car this morning.
It's not brutally
Allie,
cold.
it was 40-something.
Okay, in Wisconsin, it's like brutally
Please,
cold.
Wisconsin.
In Chicago, it gets cold. It doesn't get cold here.
I was in Denver yesterday, and like I'm from the equator. Do you understand? Like
You're in the center of the equator.
In Mumbai, we have 2 seasons. There's hot and rain, and that's
it.
so easy to manage. And when it's rain, it rains for 4 months and doesn't stop. And then when it's hot for 8 months and doesn't stop. This is manageable weather.
You flew in from Mumbai to the States, but when you handle the long flight, are you a guy that drugs yourself and pass out? Are you like a 4 wine and two Percocet? What do you do?
I do 3 things. All right. Number 1, I'm melatonin up on a flight.
A lot of melatonin.
Yeah. And then the minute I'm on the flight, I will start eating and sleeping according to the time zone of where I'm headed. And,
that's interesting.
You know, so if it's the middle of the night, but it's breakfast time in New York where I'm landing, I'll have breakfast at like 3 a.m.
You start adjusting.
I start adjusting.
On the plane.
And then,
it's funny to adjust on a meal standpoint.
Yeah, that's
Right
interesting.
away.
Well, that's the way the body, it
it
meal
messes
first.
with your mind.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
and
good.
then the final thing that I do is, so I took like a decision 5 years ago, my wife and I, where we said we're not shopping and we're not buying things anymore. If we're going to spend money, it's going to be on music, movies, experiencing, living, and food. All right, so I fly first, which is where my money goes, and I fly an airline called Air India, where every air hostess is like a 55-year-old Indian woman who treats you like she's your mom. You know what I mean?
Like they tuck you in.
Yeah, it's like a good, you're home before you're home kind of a thing.
And that's first class where you get like a lay-down bed and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man,
Yeah.
that's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
But you're flying to, what is it, 34 different countries?
This year I did, it is the largest ever tour I've ever done, and I think that an Indian comic has ever done. 34, every continent but Antarctica.
So
what's
you don't
your
even
problem
have
with
time-
Antarctica? Seriously, what's your problem with Antarctica? You had an opportunity to hit every single, and you said, F them.
We have 1.6 billion people. That's the only place we haven't cracked.
Yeah,
I
zero
feel like-
follows there.
I feel like we're about 10,000 people having sex away from a population on Antarctica. Like the nice thing
You're
about a
almost
billion
there.
people is ticket sales are all right. You know, no matter where you go.
Yeah, you're at a much bigger theater now than you were last time you were in L.A. You were Largo
Hey,
last time,
yeah,
now
man.
Orpheum. So people are loving what you got going on.
But with
I hope
the,
they come out. I
With
really
the
do.
amount of flying that you're doing, do you have any advice as far as like what not to do on an airplane? Because people, I believe, are at their worst and most annoying on a flight. And where you have so much experience with flying, I'm sure you see all of the worst of the worst.
Well, look, I'm brown and bearded. All right, so my airport experience is very different from your airport experience.
Right.
So
Allie's bearded. Don't leave her out of the bearded.
No, I just shave it.
But I have to dress well, and that's a good tip. You know, I have to dress like I'm buying the airline. You know? like at the end of it, I shake the pilot's hand and I'm like, my people will be in touch. But if you dress well, when you travel the world,
You'll be treated better.
It just makes a massive difference, especially if you look like me.
It is true that white people, especially like white women, are like pajamas
Right.
and
Comfort. Yeah.
totally. I'm gonna wear my headphones and just a crop top, and then oh damn it, I got kicked off the plane, and now I'm gonna make a selfie about
I
it.
do get weirded out when I see people dressed really nicely because I always think to myself, what is their deal? Like, because that's how it used to be. Everyone, if you were
Everyone
flying,
dressed
you
up because they thought it was their
They have
last
a
day
foreign
on Earth.
passport. Is their deal?
Yeah, that's what it is. They're like, please let me into this country.
They don't have their green card yet. That's their deal. And who knows now?
In addition to, obviously, we could talk about comedy, et cetera, and the fact that you're in not a comedy band, by the way. Alien Chutney is, I think, is it India's biggest comedy rock band ever?
Yeah, I'd say we're like a 5-piece Tenacious D kind of with the Dave Grohl kind of a band.
Now, you have a song that is so personal to us here because we work with a guy that has a beautiful set of man boobs.
There you go.
And this song right here.
The men will offer you sex, and when you're done, you will wonder what is
It's
next.
all about man boobs. You got to hear this because then we're going to bring in Jake in a moment. We want you to give an honest review of his man boobs.
Pleasure pill packs, push them up, push them down, and you move them all around. If you got some jelly, baby, we can go to town. Wow, wow. Singing Buffy on tune. If you got the man boob, put the humper in your bumpers, make the ladies go. Macho mango with the tango gravitation.
In your opinion, before you meet Jake, what is a good set of man boobs to you? I know you've given this a lot of thought.
Well, this feels
Picture
like morning
the
radio.
prime-
All right, here we go. If the nipples can touch, that's a good set of man boobs. Can you push them far enough where, they can, it's like India and Pakistan right next to each other.
Right. Jake, would you please come in here because
I don't want to.
But,
Come
but
on, Jake.
Jake, you have such great man boobs, and I say this as a compliment.
Can't touch.
How do you know? You never tried to push them together.
Every day I try.
Why do you try every
for
single day?
the YouTube audience, please.
What is your morning ritual, and can it be on Instagram, please?
Yeah, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this and no one's getting to enjoy this?
Get ready with Jake for the job at the radio station. He's just pushing his man boobs together on Instagram. Let's do it.
That would be huge, Jake. You won't come in here?
Jake, this is a man who has written a great song about man
Oh, here
boobs,
he
and you
comes.
have the best set of them all. Okay.
Here he comes.
Am
You
I
can
about
see him
to
through his
body
shirt.
shame in America?
No,
This is-
you can
No.
body shape. He's wearing his Roof to Soul shirt, of course. He has purple shirt.
Yeah, no,
Now-
those won't touch. And my props. Well done.
You see,
there you go.
he just gave you Jake. But come on, one time for the YouTube audience.
Do what?
Show the man
We've
boobs.
got the cameras here.
Take off my shirt?
Yeah, just show
I'm not
the-
taking off my
Just
shirt.
flash. Just do a quick flash.
Team
The
player.
thing is,
Look,
Veer,
he's
that
nipping out.
Jake's,
He's
Jake
nipping out
has
under the
not
shirt.
even moves, he has breasts. Like, he has very pronounced breasts. This man said earlier in the show that he can do 70 push-ups. Those
Like-
are some strong man breasts.
Like annually or
That's his 2024 number right there. That's very funny. That's very, very funny. Veer Das is hanging out with us at the KROQ studios right now. Show at the Orpheum Theater on Friday. Kelly Show. Virdas in the studio now. We'll be at the Orpheum Mindful Tour. We'll be stopping there. It's hitting every single place on planet Earth minus Antarctica. For all of our listeners in Antarctica, you are screwed yet again. You're being snubbed by another
The
comedian.
10 researchers there are like, damn it.
Also, exciting news that you have been asked to host the 2024 International Emmy Ceremony in New York City.
Yes, at the end of this month. Yeah.
Now, you start writing material for that immediately when you get offered that job? Do you...
I started last week. I've known about it for 5 months. So I'm late, but... I played Carnegie Hall at the beginning of this year, and they came up. I won an Emmy last year.
Where does that Emmy sit right now?
It is in a suitcase.
Not even on display?
No, man. No, I'm going to get robbed and lose my Emmy if I put it out. I had this weird thing where I won it, and then when they give it to you, they don't give you like a case for it. You just like hold this thing. And then I had to go through JFK with like a sharp Emmy in my hand, which try convincing the security guy when you look like me that that's not a weapon and it's actually an honor.
Right. Like, this is an Emmy. You've seen it before on TV. It's like, all right, go over here to the secondary room.
So they asked me like 5 months ago, and I've been kind of... It's a weird one, right? Because you have to contextualize the feeling in the country at the time as well. So I think we're going to talk about America and America now, and America, the election, and it's all going to kind of come up in the monologue. So I've been waiting to see where the country went and kind of how it went down.
Oh, you should have waited till the election was over before you could start polishing off your material. Smart.
I mean, that makes sense. I feel like in America, a lot of hosts are declining jobs to host the Oscars and the Emmys and stuff like that and the Golden Globes because they're too afraid of getting canceled.
I think cancel culture is basically done. I think right now it's open season on saying whatever the hell you want, and hopefully it swings in a more nuanced direction soon.
So you think cancel culture has been canceled?
I do think that now, as Elon Musk returns freedom of speech to America, quote unquote, people are going to kind of say anything and everything. But if you consider, I come from a small town called Noida, and I don't have the same sense of entitlement as in American comics. If I get asked to host an Emmy Awards,
you say yes.
My God, I didn't think that was ever possible for me.
Right.
I'm from across the world. You better believe I'm showing up.
And you've gotten controversy from many different countries for various things that you've said. Who has the better insults, America or India?
India.
Why is that?
Because, like Americans would insult a person. You know what I mean? But Indians will insult person, family, belief, and accomplishments.
All in
which
one.
This is like a 4-layer
They dig
insult.
deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why, you'll hear,
gotta work on our insult game, I guess.
If you've ever been to, an international, a football match, the insults are so much more severe than
Well, I
here.
feel like our insults are dumber. It's just you dumb turd, it's not very creative.
Right, and they will go after, and they will also go deep too. Like they'll know if you're feuding with your girlfriend, and they'll have information, they'll have intel.
Yeah, but in India, it would be like your father has been unsuccessful since 1986. Which is like,
and you're like, oh
my
man,
God.
They're exactly right. They knew the date.
It's so damaging.
That's unbelievable. Well, listen, it was an absolute pleasure to have you stop by. Thank you. I can't believe you did it. He said he would be here. He's here. The Orpheum Theater on Friday, the 15th. And, of course, another Netflix special in the works right now. Virdas, you're always welcome. I know you said we'll never see you again, but you're always welcome here at KROQ.
Guys, you've been very kind to me, and I thank you for having me.
That's right. And did we support you? A couple of boring white people. Did we support you better than any other boring white people?
There are no boring white people. I promise you. When you look at what I look at, you guys aren't boring at all.
Right. Lincoln Park now. Your acoustic Christmas tickets next on KROQ.
Your blades are sharpened with
Caller 20, let's go. 800-520-1067. Let's give you some tickets to one of the greatest holiday traditions since guessing the age of your uncle's new girlfriend. All you got to do is be on the phone now at 800-520-1067 for your pair of tickets to KROQ's 33rd annual Almost Acoustic Christmas with the likes of Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Sublime, Jimmy World, Franz Ferdinand, Royal Otis, AWOL Nation, the Linda Lindas, and more. If you want in, all you got to do is be caller 20. And I know these tickets don't go on sale till Friday. Set a reminder right now, Friday noon, Ticketmaster.com. Details, I'm sure, at KROQ.com or on the socials. I would recommend you get them, even if you plan on winning them from us, because I'm sure we'll have a lot of pairs to give you between now and December 14th.
Oh, just get as many as you can.
Load up,
Hoard 'em.
like Allie did. I mean, Allie works here, and she went and bought a bunch of tickets a few years ago.
That was last year.
She freaked
because
out.
Because everybody freaked me out. Everybody else. I was on the group text, and the group text was like, it's selling out in 1 minute. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to even go.
I was like, Allie, you get tickets. You work here. She's like, I know, but I got friends who want to go.
I need to just buy them.
Allie ended up in the queue at Ticketmaster, but she got them. So I cannot wait to deliver this good news to somebody, and you will only be the second person on planet Earth to have tickets in your hand for this show, because winning before you can buy, winning is always great. I don't care if I win day of, but winning before you can buy, there's something extra powerful about that.
Yeah, you have 4 days to hold it over people's heads.
You get bragging rights, and you have to think a very important decision, which is who is the friend I bring with me to the show, because there are people, as Omar likes to say all the time, no lame-os. You bring someone with you that's fun, all of a sudden your night goes from good to great. You bring someone with you that sucks.
And as Omar, you are a wedding DJ on the side, so you know what a good +1 looks like.
I'm picking up caller 20 right now, which puts us, I believe, in Long Beach. Hello, who is this?
It's Ryan.
Ryan, you are caller 20.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's not really what I was looking for. Do you understand? These tickets, did you not hear the 1 minute build-up I gave this? You can't even buy them yet.
I am absolutely psyched.
Are you stunned? Is that what it is?
I am stunned. Thank you guys so much.
Have you ever been to acoustic before?
I have, maybe like 6 years ago.
All right, well, get ready for this lineup that we have hand put together, including Pumpkins and Beck, 311, Sublime, Jimmy World. The list goes on and on. Ryan, I can tell by your level of excitement that you are so thrilled to have these tickets, so hold on 1 second. We will give them to you. This is further proof that everyone who calls the show and interacts with us is a real person. These are not paid actors. Ryan, are you a paid actor?
I am not a paid actor.
Clearly. Hold on 1 second.
You guys need to do more better.
Thank you. That woman is a paid actor. Hold on 1 second. We will take a quick break. We will be right back. If you want to win those tickets, we'll have them for you every single morning this week. And more show after this.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show, on the radio and on YouTube. You can check us out streaming live right now on KROQ's YouTube page. Feel free to join in the Discord or just leave comments, mean, nice, or otherwise. Let's get to your news now, then we get into a brand new hour of the show.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for 880 News. News you can trust. Ish.
When a toy company has to make an apology, it is never good but always funny.
Well, unless it's like, kids
Baby
were
death?
choking on the pieces and dying. That's usually not funny.
Well, no. But remember those lawn darts that they had to apologize for?
Those were also killing people, I think.
I know, but that was still at least kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
I mean, they're lawn darts.
Yeah, they were throwing them up in the sky, and then they were like falling
Impaling
down.
people.
Impaling people, right.
But in this case, it's Mattel apologizing for the packaging on their new line of Wicked dolls that are coming out ahead of the Wicked movie release. Now, on the package, there's a link to check out the movie because, of course, at the end of the day, they just want to promote sales for the movie. And it is supposed to say wickedmovie.com. But the link that was posted on a lot of the packages was wicked.com. So didn't say Wicked Movie, just wicked.com. Now, I took the liberty of going to wicked.com.
Go ahead.
You have to be 18 or over to enter the site.
Nice.
And it features movies like Kenzie Loves Girls, Sunny Goldmelons, and Stormy Trumps All.
Whoa.
Starring
Well, those
people
are
like
Wicked
Melody
girls.
Marks, Gal Ritchie, and Coco Lovelock.
I think Wicked is like one of the first and maybe the biggest,
Wicked Pictures.
Wicked, production company that always had like the big adult stars were all signing the big Wicked deals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wicked was the big one.
Was that before the book even?
Um,
Because there was a Wicked book, then a Wicked musical, and now a Wicked movie.
We're talking about different things. You're talking about
no,
the
I
weird
know,
Broadway
but
thing.
I don't want to know what came first. What
I
came
came
first?
in this situation every time.
Well, this website has won a lot of X-Biz awards.
Oh, I believe it.
They have a whole list of all the awards that they have won.
Yeah, I don't think that.
So it is well known.
Oh yeah, very well known. But I mean that they were able to grab Wicked.com and grab it early, and
Yeah, like Wicked.com must have existed before any of this,
Sure.
right? Otherwise, why would you even name the book Wicked? You
Well-
know, like why would you? Like you wouldn't create something and be like, and I'm going to call it RedTube.
They probably-
like that already exists, and
they
it's
probably never thought. Like, we're going to release a movie in 2024, and we're going to accidentally leave off one of the most important words on the website. But I guess my question would be, how many people are buying toys and then going? This isn't like one of those things where they accidentally clicked and it linked to the wrong website. This is someone who's reading the box.
Yeah,
that
but maybe
they-
there's a QR code too.
Maybe, I guess, and they were going to Wicked.com. And now.
Wicked was published in 1995.
Yeah, so I bet Wicked.com existed already.
Yeah, I mean, porn influences like the internet. The internet goes at the light of the speed of porn.
Thank you, Jake. Beautifully said.
That is one of the most beautiful things you have ever
That's very
said.
poetic.
Very
true.
poetic.
It
Jake.
is. Wow,
So
I
true.
think I'm going to cry. It was another weekend of wild police chases, crazy car accidents. One ended up with a Mustang landing on someone's second-story balcony. That was one of the crazier crashes that took place. But one of the best police chases that happened was a car driving the wrong way on nothing but rims. And Klein, would you have done better if it was you up in the traffic copter calling this one?
People crossing the street in the middle of Crenshaw Boulevard, cutting off that bus now at Slauson, and he now looks like he's picked up a limb off of a tree. No
Nice.
tire. Look at that. The tire is off. He must have. Look at him flying over that speed bump with nothing but rims here, picking up air, sparks flying. He's got his hands up, but he's not stopping. He's not stopping. You're gonna see. This is not good.
Oh, he's one of the best.
This is not good.
You're gonna see. This is not good.
That's Stu, right? That's got to be Stu.
I think it is.
Stu and I have been DMing each other. He's going to come on the show. Supposedly, he's not opposed to bringing me on a chopper with him. Or I don't even know if I'm going to get chopper clearance.
Unbelievable.
That's right. I was shocked too. He reached out, sent me a DM. I said, Stu, let's make it happen. He said
But
he's
even
on board.
then, to do the play-by-play that quickly and
Yeah.
describe it in detail for people that can't see what's happening live, I mean, and then things are changing so quickly. Like all of a sudden, now he's going down here, now he's going down here, and then you have to know the cross streets. I mean, there's a lot.
That would be the hard part for me, is keeping track of the streets, especially the smaller streets. I
I think they have them on the monitor for you, though.
Yes,
With
but-
all the new technology.
Yeah, but I think he knows, and also, my pronunciation is
Oh, yeah,
not
the guy's
great.
been doing it forever, yeah.
he knows that stuff. I mean, I could.
Your
that's-
pronunciation.
No, it'd be terrible. It'd be real bad. A lot of the
I can't
streets.
wait till you do this.
La Chiniga. There he goes. Down La Chiniga. Yeah, it would take me a while to get that right.
All right, there is a huge butter recall, and I know that we recently learned experts said
every Thanksgiving dish will be better if you simply use more butter.
It's the only thing you need. People think this is my first time cooking Thanksgiving. I'm not a great cook. Just sticks of butter. Lots and lots of butter.
Yeah, I roasted a chicken last night, just rubbed it in butter,
all you
inside
need.
and outside,
Probably
and some
great.
garlic. Tasted great. Anyway, there is a huge butter recall happening, so it might affect the ability to get your hands on tons of butter for Thanksgiving. 80,000 pounds of butter were recalled from
That sounds
Costco.
great. First of all, great side dish. 80,000 pounds of butter. Someone should just
That's
serve
just
that.
one Paula Deen recipe.
Oh, my God. I love that.
The reason that they had to recall the butter doesn't have anything to do with E. coli or Listeria. It seems that they failed to put contains milk on the label. So
That's
they
so
are forced
stupid.
to recall all of it, and everybody is like, dude, it's butter.
Right.
We all know when we're buying butter that it contains milk because
Yeah, but
it's butter.
now we don't, though, because there's so many alternative things, and all you need is one lactose intolerant person to eat it and go, I got real sick, and I didn't realize that it had milk in it, and then they start,
Yeah, but can't they just do like a little stickum that just says, by the way, it contains milk? Like, there's got to be a way to fix
Yeah,
this.
just stamp it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they destroy
You don't
all
have
that,
to destroy
if they
the
destroy
butter.
all that butter, I want to be there because it's going to smell so good. It really is going to be
Put a little
amazing.
brown sugar.
Coming by, Made AM show. Have a good day. I know you will.
Well, Chicken Brian.
Very handsome. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday here on KROQ with your Klein Alley show.
It's fine.
That's right. A lot of people doing their "It's fine" yelling, yelling into the old goat line. You can use that 24/7, 365. Anything on your mind. In fact, we got a child that gave us this, which I think may be Omar's new favorite soundbite ever. This was on the goat line over the weekend. Take a listen.
KROQ, you smell like butt.
KROQ, you smell like butt. That's from a child right there. So you're never too young to join the fun here at KROQ.
Those are facts, though, not lies.
That is an actual fact right there, for sure. And let me say, some of these messages we haven't gotten through today on the Go Line include people that would like more of the weekend song.
Guys, I am begging you to please, please, please upload the weekend song on Spotify. Every Friday, I get so juiced listening to that thing. I play it I hear it live on the way to work, and then as soon as I get off work, I go to the podcast, and it's the first thing I put on. So if you guys could, I would love it so much if you just shot that thing over to Spotify. All right. Thank you.
You know, we ran into a legal issue when we tried to do that.
Yeah, we had a problem where they were going to shut us all down. But more importantly,
We got the whole company kicked off of Spotify.
yeah, it was great.
That was such a great accomplishment.
Yeah, this was one of our many. One of our.
And
they
then it
were
was like,
so-
we end up finding that it was this song. It says The Weeknd.
the weekend song was the reason. I mean, it was like a huge internal investigation, and then
I think the company lost, like, money over this.
That's what we do best for this company.
Over the weekend song.
Omar had an interesting theory, though, and I think it's something we need to think about doing this week because his point is that he's very hurt and disappointed that the world has kind of completely moved past Thanksgiving and is totally focused on Christmas. And already Christmas music, you start hearing it everywhere. And he thinks the one way that we could remedy this on our show, because Thanksgiving is a great day. It's a great holiday. It's eating. It's football. It's really some of why the rest of the world truly hates America, because it's all about just gluttony, and then you got the Black Friday stuff and the awkward conversation with family. And
I do like that there's not a lot of responsibility, though, other than eating. Like Christmas, there's a lot of responsibility.
sure, presents, and it's expensive.
Yes, there's so much work.
That's why Thanksgiving's kind of nice. There's really, other than maybe some cooking, cleaning, whatever, there's really not a lot expected of you. But
like
Omar's,
Halloween, even, you got to come up with a costume and all that stuff.
Omar's theory was that maybe the reason that Thanksgiving isn't so popular is because it doesn't really have any good songs about it. There are no good Thanksgiving songs. Nothing. We kind of go right. There's a lot of Halloween songs, a lot of Christmas songs. You even got that crappy New Year's Eve song, but there's really no Thanksgiving. So Omar was challenging us. He's like, maybe since you guys have provided so much good music on the show unintentionally over the years, maybe we try to battle it out and put together a Thanksgiving song that the world could really get behind.
Are you gonna?
I haven't thought about it yet, but you know me. I mean, I'm a huge fan of gravy. I mean, I think that would probably be a part of the
You
song.
should remake Soul Train with a gravy train.
Listen, I haven't decided what. I don't even know yet if we're going to do this, but I do think that Omar's right. If you want your holiday to have any sort of credibility, you need to have good music.
Totally.
So
I think each of us should write a song.
Great. Some butter, baby. Chili peppers, not KROQ.
Come to decide that the things that I tried were in my life.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. What's up, Michelle, on the phones at 800-520-1067. What's going on? Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Klein Alley?
What can we do
This is
for you?
going great. Go ahead.
Off to a good start.
Well, please do a Thanksgiving song. That would be beautiful. I'm in almost a failure to launch situation. Just bought
Just
my
on this
first
call
house.
alone.
That's right.
All right. Thank you for calling. Greatly appreciate
Wait,
it.
I think this guy's asking for advice.
Oh, he is?
Worst caller of the day.
What is your situation, sir?
You need our advice?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi.
Yes.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, sorry, I am here. Please, Thanksgiving song today. It's on my birthday, and yeah, y'all do a good job. Love the show. We did it.
Oh, you're saying nice things. Thank you. I appreciate all that to get to a compliment.
God, Jesus.
A lot
that
of people,
was work.
a lot of people pointing out that Sandler obviously gave us the Thanksgiving song, but that's like 30 years old now, maybe more. I mean, there's not been anyone else that has challenged the Sandler Thanksgiving song in 30 years. That's the point, and that's kind of the one.
There
but that
needs
one,
to be enough for a radio station to
go full Thanksgiving takeover,
Yes.
which there isn't. It doesn't even exist anymore. So that would be why we'd step up. Hey, by the way, a lot of people asking if Vanessa made it back from Colombia. The answer is she did make it back. We're all shocked. No one's more surprised than Omar. But
She was shocked. We're shocked that she made it there and made it back in the timeline that she had laid out for us, because the timeline she laid out left no room for error. She was supposed to get a passport within 24 hours and then fly home on Monday, a holiday, which is a holiday in Colombia as well. And everything had to work out perfectly for her to not get stuck in Colombia.
What did we learn here? If you really want something to happen, you make it happen.
we did learn something very strange about Vanessa, though, and something that I think is criminal by nature.
Yes. So when
And
I
we
was
need
trying
to take advantage of this.
Oh my God! It's like a super. It's like she has a superpower.
This is built in her DNA.
Listen,
guys.
you got to hear this, because this is something that you would think would be written in a movie, but it has been. Yes,
it has been an award-winning movie.
And she has it in her own actual real life. Go ahead, Vanessa.
So in Colombia, your passport needs fingerprints. And I was doing the process, and I was like, wow, this is so fast. They told me it's only going to take 24 hours. Okay, so we get to the process, and now they need my fingerprints. Well, it turns out that my fingerprints are disappearing because they were not coming through. And
Listen
we
to
tried
this.
and we tried, and they're like, you're going to need this paper from this other place that has your original fingerprints. And I was like, no, I cannot do that because I have to leave on Monday. Can we please keep trying?
But
We
you
to
had
try
no
so
fingerprints.
many times, and we found a print in my thumb. But I didn't know your fingerprints could disappear.
She has
Is this
no.
a normal thing?
She has no fingerprints. Vanessa is untraceable.
It's like her family bred them out.
Yeah,
to
because
make it easier.
to commit crimes.
Yes.
And smuggle stuff.
It's like having no license plates on your,
Think about how many times people have been busted because of a fingerprint. We got a part of a print. That's all we need.
A partial print has put so many people in prison.
The Killer in 7.
She's got
Yes.
fingers now. She's got 10 fingers, 0 prints.
No, I mean, my finger, I can see them. They just don't get picked up by technology because they're not strong enough.
I mean,
Or
that is
something.
incredible.
And she learned this after visiting her incredibly rich family who's been rich on investments.
Okay, they're not incredibly rich.
Did
They're
you not have
just well
servants
off.
You
serving
said-
you meals as soon as you woke up?
Okay, look, this is what's happening in Colombia, and I think it's just in Colombia, if you have some money, you can afford like a chef, like a cleaning lady, a nanny, and my family has that. So every time when I would wake up, there was meals,
Jesus.
there was coffee, like
And they're all like,
everything
"Sí,
was there
señor.
for me.
Sí, whatever you want."
I loved it.
They're all shaking.
That is La Señorita No Fingerprints.
You want to do the drugs, don't have the kids.
There's no drugs. She claims no drugs. She says it's
No
drug-free.
drugs,
Drug-free.
No drugs.
Healthy investments
I went
built
to
those
my
walls.
cousin's house, who's a doctor,
How
like
do-
over there. Like it should be like this here. If you have a good job, you can afford all these things.
Dr. Cocaina, what's his name?
No, it's a doctor for the children.
Oh, my
Is
God.
that on the business card? I'm the doctor for the children.
That's such a scam. That's like the person Jake was going to rent that apartment from.
Do your
a doctor
children
for the
need
children.
the doctor?
So one of that. Hold on. So the money comes from a doctor for the children, and
They're
where?
legit doctors.
And where else? Where else?
And the husband, it's like a plastic surgeon.
Okay, you know what that means.
They have money.
Little slit, put a kilo in there.
Oh, totally.
I know what that is.
Oh, my
We've
God.
all
I hate
seen.
that this is how you guys only think of me in
Slice
Colombia.
off the fingerprints, too?
It's so lame.
right, while you're down there, cut these fingerprints off. Done and done. Kilo there. No, but you made it. Your whole plan.
But the hot dogs were good. That's what you want to talk
Right.
about.
We all made fun of your plan, Vanessa. We said it was a stupid plan. You were going literally 3 days, something like that, to Colombia, new passports, back. None of us thought you were going to make it back, and here you are.
Yep, because I really wanted to be back.
It's
Actually, when I was there, I didn't realize how much I actually missed Colombia and being around my people and my cousins. And actually, I was crying a lot yesterday because I'm like, what am I doing? Actually,
Yeah,
let's
what
not
are
talk
you doing,
about
by the
it.
way?
I
The
know, you
life
could
over
have
there sounds
servants.
spectacular.
Yeah, why don't you bring us all over there?
I don't know, guys. My mom chose this life.
What's crazy to me is that the other thing she pointed out is when she went to Colombia, everyone said she had an accent.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that also kind of hurts my feelings because here I have an accent, and in Colombia, I don't have a Colombian enough accent.
They're like, I can't understand what you're saying because of your accent. So no one can understand her anywhere.
You have an accent everywhere you go.
So what were they saying to you in Colombia? That's your home country. You should be, it should be your, like, native tongue.
They said that I don't sound like Colombian enough. Like, they say that I sound a little bit gringa, which is not true because I hear myself speak Spanish and I sound Colombian, but it's not Colombian enough. So it's super awesome.
You have a thick accent here. I'm hearing a thick accent now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what? I just want a Colombian, but no, in Colombia, in my Spanish, I don't sound Colombian enough, I guess.
Wow, she sounds like a valley girl.
Crazy. That's
I just
wild.
sound very neutral.
So,
it doesn't make sense if you don't speak Spanish, but my Spanish is very neutral.
and what did you bring us? We were told you brought us
Yeah,
something.
I brought back aguardiente, which is like the tequila of Colombians, but it's not tequila. And I brought some chocolates.
That's right. It looks like a giant brick.
I look forward to that. All right.
It is time to get your presents.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum.
Let's go. Let's look at the show.
The Smashing Pumpkins, 311, Royal Otis, Beck, the Linda Lindas. Baby, All Nation. Franz Ferdinand, Sublime, Jimmy Eat World.
Christmas has been saved.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Gain.
Tickets on sale Friday at noon at Ticketmaster.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show on KROQ and also streaming live on YouTube as we speak on the KROQ YouTube page. The internet's full of riddles and mysteries. We get to the bottom of them with one click. It's time for clickbait. Here we go. Bait. All right, we'll start with this. Apparently, this 30-minute daily habit has cured depression in almost 50% of people. 30-minute daily habit. If you're feeling depressed, overwhelmed, whatever, 30 minutes, you do this. And it's not one of those obvious things like working out, one of those BS answers that everyone assumes, yeah, right, like I'm going to hop on the treadmill for 30, not happening. This is something that's super simple, and they claim it is having crazy results on almost half the population. What is it?
Is it a phone break? Like okay, my phone, I'm going to turn my phone off and make sure I don't look at it for 30 whole minutes? I think that's hard for a lot of people.
All right, Allie claims 30 minutes, no phone time. Omar, what say you?
Yeah.
This is a 30-minute daily habits cure depression in almost 50% of people.
Yeah, I was going to go with the, walking outside one, but you said it's not related to anything physical. So I'm going to go with 30 minutes of meditating, alone time, Maybe not technically meditation, but you have 30 seconds to yourself.
30 seconds?
Sorry, 30
Oh,
minutes.
That sounds amazing.
I'd kill for 30 seconds. 30 seconds of alone time sounds amazing.
Oh, man.
Jake, what do you say?
I'm going to go with deep breathing. Like
Same thing, Omar. You've never not given an answer that is so similar to one of the others. Omar said 30 minutes of meditation to yourself.
Fine, 30 minutes of masturbation. How about that?
That's ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
That's what I said. It's
so
30
many-
minutes to yourself.
Yeah, that's what Omar said.
Everything I say, Omar said.
I'm fine. Allie, this is something you tried to force on us in here, believe it or not. But apparently, this bright light therapy crap.
Yes, wow.
Everyone, the BLT. It's called. I would be so upset if someone said, "Come home, we have BLT," and I got home and there was no bacon sandwich, and
Just
instead
a stupid light.
it was a stupid light
Bright
because
light therapy?
they're calling.
Oh, come on. BLTs are disappointing.
They're calling BLT people are having ridiculous results because of, especially with seasonal depression and everything else that's going on. That
Seasonal depression. The season just started.
Well, people are depressed. I don't
What
know.
the
30
hell?
minutes of BLT.
It got
Are
cold
you
like
guys
a
still-
week ago.
Are you
No.
guys still cranking that lamp
Nope,
in there, by the
it's
way?
sitting right there.
No,
It's
because
sit-
there's
really?
like 7 other super bright lights at our face.
Yeah, but
Oh my God.
this one, the one Allie brought in that was going to cure all of our anger or whatever, depression, is just sitting there turned off.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
It's even
Okay.
sadder. To be honest, it's even sadder now than before because now I'm looking at this thing and it's just turned off. Hold on, she's leaving. She's walking over to the bright light. This could short out the whole. I think the company cheaped out and said it was too expensive to run this thing. I mean, oof, there it goes. Jesus Christ, like she's growing, it's like she's growing crops or something. That is massive. Oh, she's making it, she's moving it across the studio now. That is a BLT, all right. Wow, look at that thing. That is bright. All right, well, already I feel less depressed.
I feel better.
Watching you drag that across the studio made me smile. All right, next one, clickbait. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one.
That is so bright.
It's so bright.
Powerful.
Oh,
bright.
my God.
And it still can't make me look good.
All right. That actually makes you look worse. I think it should be called the Pore Finder 2000. All right. Real estate experts reveal that this paint color is currently decreasing your home's value. If you have your home painted this color, either on the outside or even inside, it is costing you value. It will instantly devalue whatever it is you're trying to sell in the world of real estate. What color is it that they say you got to change this immediately?
I have always been told that white walls or gray walls will sell and anything else does not. And I think that the most off-putting color is beige. I think people think it looks boring, it looks drab, it looks sad. It just kind of looks like almost white, and you're like, all right, it just kind of makes you depressed.
Real estate experts reveal this paint color will decrease your home value. Instantly, it's something you can do to change what your home is worth. Omar, you own a lot of homes.
Yeah, so Ali is right partially that you definitely want for a house appeal something white. Beige is actually just fine because it's actually a neutral color. But anything in the bold spectrum, like if you're going to go, like the trim is fine if you're going to, do like a black or a dark blue or whatever. But definitely always stay away if you're going to make a accent wall, stay away from the color red. Like for some reason, people don't like the color red.
Jake, what do you say? Let me guess, red?
No.
Light red?
No, I was going to say something bold.
Reddish.
I was going to say pastels.
Pastels.
Seems like there's a lot of like old LA apartment buildings and houses that are like pink or like very like light colors.
Yeah, but I think those have an appeal in LA. You got those kind of classic.
One of you's right. Apparently, that color red is a total deal breaker.
Whoa.
You thought it was a good idea. You're like, oh, let's go ahead and make a bold
I did that to
wall.
one of my houses.
People don't want
in the inside.
They go. People look in, and it's funny because you think regular people could go, I just need a coat of paint on that. But people look at it and go, nah, can't live here. I'm out.
I mean, think about all the primer.
It's a lot of primer. A lot of primer.
Yeah, it's a lot of primer.
It's going to be
like
a
3
real
coats.
project.
Yeah.
All right, one final clickbait. Let's end it with this one. This is the amount of push-ups that an average person should be able to do. And once again, when we say average person, we're talking about us, but think about it for yourself for a second. This is the amount of push-ups an average person should be able to do. Is very different than can do.
Is the number different between male and female?
It is different by 2, Omar. Good question, but close.
Women have more.
Women are supposed to be able to do 0, and men are supposed to be able to do 2. It's a crazy number. No.
Are these knees or regular?
Regular push-ups. This is the amount of push-ups a regular person should be able to do.
All right, I'm going to say 5 for guys and 3 for women.
What? That's so low. That's like nothing. Are you kidding me?
Wow,
It's hard to do push-ups.
It's such a low expectation in society.
I can do 10 on my knees.
All right. Allie can do 10 on her knees.
I'll pull that clip.
God damn it.
Jake, what say you? I know you do a lot of push-ups because you got those big man boobs.
That's right. Shake it. I'm going to say 20.
That is so many.
Is the number. All right. Omar, what number should we be able to do?
I think you should be, as a healthy human being, if you're a male, at least 25.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys,
at least. And this is going like hard. You know what I mean? At 25, you're feeling the
burn.
pain there.
Yeah. Allie, was that your real guess earlier, or was that a joke guess?
Look, even though I exercise regularly, push-ups are difficult.
I do 70.
70
You can do
push-ups?
70 in a row?
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Whoa, that's impressive.
You got to
man.
come in here and do that on the YouTube. I don't believe
That's
that.
crazy impressive.
70 in a
There's
row.
no way.
But Jake's.
I could maybe knock out if I really tried. Maybe 35. Maybe. You, Klein?
And are you doing those like wide military ones? Because I don't think those count.
No, just a standard push-up.
I could probably
like
do
with your
the.
triceps.
I could probably do the number I'm supposed to do, which according to this is 21. Guys are supposed to be able to do 21. Women are supposed to be able to do 19.
Guys, let's prove it. Push-up contest in the studio right now.
We have to take a break
You
right
start,
now.
Vanessa.
Johnny. But Vanessa. Vanessa's back from Colombia? I didn't even know she was there. Oh, she's back. Great. She made it
And
back.
she's on a lot of cocaine, too.
She is
I
fired
do
up.
75.
Make a note. We will figure this out. We got to take a break. We're back in a second. Your ADD news. Then we got some acoustic Christmas tickets for you before you can even buy them on sale Friday. A lot of people chiming in with their number. They say, Jake, 78 nothing. I can do 120, no problem. I don't believe
120?
I've met our listeners. Not one of our listeners can do 120 for sure.
Can definitely do 120 ounces of something.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. More show next. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Question, and anyone can chime in on this. I'd appreciate some actual response, not from just people in this room that will judge me and give me bad advice, but from you listening as well at 800-520-1067.
I don't give you bad advice.
Okay, sometimes you give good advice, but when you're trying to set me up for fail because you think fail will be funny, you will give me advice to go do things that you know will result in me making an ass of
Do you
myself.
disagree that fail is always funny?
Fail is almost always funny.
Yeah.
How many recalls do you have to have on your car before you finally decide I should probably take this in? Because I just got my fourth warning that went on, and I feel like I still got about, in my mind, I feel like up until 10, you're good.
I thought it depended
I think
on...
unlimited, dude. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really? You think it's unlimited?
On my car, I think I have 3.
3 recalls currently?
I probably, 3 definitely, maybe 4.
And do you know what the recalls even are? Or
I
just...
don't even open the envelope, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's somewhere in my bag.
What
and
if it's like an
it's
airbag?
shocking. It's shocking when you get it because there's big red bold letters on it.
Yes, they do make it seem very intimidating.
Yeah.
And they've actually called me now a few times to let me know, just so you know, you have active recalls on your vehicle. Please get this.
You get a call?
Oh, yeah, like recorded messages.
Dude.
Please bring it in immediately. I don't even know what some of the recalls. I think I know what they are because they correspond with lights that are lit up in the car. Other ones, no idea. Like
yeah,
it could
but
be.
wouldn't it depend instead of by the number of recalls, what the recall is? Like if it's brakes or an airbag?
It could be. I don't know. I'm not reading.
But wouldn't you want to know if there's something
No,
that's
the
going
important ones you hear about in the news, I feel like.
Yeah,
like I know that there was something that was causing fires in certain vehicles. Then you hear them on the news. And I was like, okay, if I hear it on the news, then I was like, all right, let me open this envelope. If my car's going to burst into flames, then I might check it out.
I think a lot of the recalls are like a very, very, very
here's a
preventative
little loose thing here.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Omar's right. Like if I decide I'm rolling down a hill and my car's not braking, I'll realize, all right, well, this one's just something I should have taken care of.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to get anything fixed just so that because it's free?
No, because it takes.
It's a lot of time. Taking it to the dealership? Oh, forget that.
Yeah, I even call. I actually, they bullied me so much after recall number 3. I'm up to 4 now, but after 3, they started really harassing me. And I said, all right, fine, you guys got me. When can I bring it in? And they said, well, we're scheduling for February of 25.
And you're like, well, what's the point?
It must not be that important.
That's what I thought. I said, all right, well, if clearly it's not, my car's not going to blow up on me, or else they would get probably sued. So
and your car's a lease, so they probably are just trying to save their own ass so they can sell it later. You know.
Well, but then they say to me, they go, but you can just bring it to a service center and tell them you have recalls, and they'll take it in. And I go, well, how long is that going to take? And they said, well, we're very busy these days, so
what the hell?
Could be hours.
So you just risk it.
Yeah, you just risk it. I mean, who at any given day just has an extra 3-4 hours that they weren't planning on doing?
If
something?
you're lucky.
Like
Well,
who's
and
right?
also,
if you're lucky, right?
Being without a car, because I just had to do that. I had to take my car in for service.
It's a whole different
so
lifestyle.
Annoying. Yeah, I'm instantly irritated. I hate not being able to go where I want to go at any given time. And you feel stranded. You feel naked.
Yeah.
It isn't a weird feeling. But the only silver lining is potentially if they give you a loaner car. And eventually they gave me a loaner car.
Think they're doing. Oh, they did?
Yeah, they gave me one, and it was way nicer than my car.
Oh, when you upgrade loaner car, it's great.
Yeah.
It
had like those Batman doors.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, I look like such a douche.
I said that. I asked the question. I said, "You got any loaners?" They go, "Oh no, we don't do that anymore."
What?
Yeah, they said.
I was shocked.
We don't do that anymore. I was like, "What? I don't understand. People are still leaving the cars there like they used to."
Oh yeah, they used to give people Uber credits too.
Yeah, they've stopped doing that too. Because
you had nothing.
I said,
and they stopped putting like good snacks in the service center.
It's all gone.
Thing.
Yep. Sometimes
That's gone too.
Yeah. Sometimes I would,
because they used to have really good stuff in there. Now they just have coffee and water.
I would go there without even a problem because I would go. I'll get a coffee, a snack, maybe a couple of bottles
Someone
of water.
can try and sell me a Volvo.
I'll stock up, and that stuff like gone, long gone. Now.
Yeah, they don't want you there.
They don't want you there. They
don't even leave. A lot of they used to have like table and chairs outside because they know you're going to be loitering. They took those away.
They're just going to stand, lean against the.
Yes.
Lean, and then of course some overzealous salesperson comes up to you because you're leaning, and they're like, "Are you here to buy?"
Hey.
No, I'm just waiting for my 11 recalls on my car to get fixed. And they're like, "All right, carry on, but if you want to look at the 2025s, there."
You're like, I'd rather just drive with no brakes.
So the answer is recalls mean nothing, right? I mean, for the most part. Is that what we're getting at?
I would love to talk to anybody who has been significantly affected by not doing a recall.
You're fine. You're going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's car.
Johnny's not driving with brakes right now.
Yeah, dude, my car, literally, I waited for 5 hours on Friday to leave my car at the mechanic.
And this is like the 20th time you've had your car fixed in the last 2 months.
Yep, exactly. So you kind of just got to raw dog it, dude, and just chill.
According to 917, recalls are 99% about removing legal liability. So it's like just letting you know, hey, we sent you something in the mail. We told you to get this, one weird light fixed on your car because on the off chance it malfunctions and you smash into a school bus, it's not on us.
Yeah, 208 said, bring your car in, you idiots. You get them fixed for free. One recall is all it should take. 714, read your recall paperwork closely. If it is a manufacturer recall, they are responsible for getting you into a rental, not just a loaner. They're supposed to give you credit so you can rent your own car.
Even just that process. I mean, just
I know, what I'm supposed to go to Hertz, and then how do I get to Hertz, and then...
I'd rather just
when I
smash
drop off the car at Hertz, how do I get to my
car? It's
car?
easier if the car just blows up. I think we
so.
can all agree, right?
I think so.
Of the war you've come to wage.
That'll do it for us. We got takeaways to get to in a moment. Then we'll get the hell out of here. Nicole Alvarez will be in 40 minutes nonstop KROQ. Here's a new jingle that was left for us on the GOAT line. I think it's going to be very catchy.
Mexican Americans, like the Raiders, the Klein and Alley show, too.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. It's a great jingle. Rolls right off the tongue.
That was beautiful.
Reminder, if you'd like to join us in a very exciting episode of Petty Claims Court, battle an issue going on in your life. Relationship, coworker, roommate, friend, cousins. We've had all sorts of different people battle it out on Petty Claims Court. You can hit us up, and you're more than welcome to join us tomorrow. I think we're doing that live on the air tomorrow. So if you want to join us, Petty Claims Court, slide in the DMs, Klein Alley Show, or Vanessa, what's the best way for people to get in touch with us after hours?
On our Instagram, when you see that question that says, what annoying small petty claim thing, you go in there. You tell me everything.
All right. We'll get you on tomorrow's show.
Maybe there's something family related leading up to Thanksgiving as well. That's when all the petty things that you grew up with, they're all laid out on the table.
Get it out of your system now. That's for sure. All right. Takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
310, my takeaway is if your car was broken into while on a hike, Allie probably saw it and did nothing.
Yep. She's not a hero.
310, my takeaway is Klein Alley Show is now supported by Huggies.
We had them and we lost them, but that's right. A lot of adults wearing diapers while driving.
818, happy birthday, genitalia.
Genitalia, according to all the people that are riding Peloton.
Genitalia, happy 1,000. You so fond of cocks. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I'm going to get back on that Peloton. Just for the jokes, I'm getting back on the Peloton.
I'm going to do it today. I really am.
It's going to get me in good shape just because I'm waiting for them to shout out fake people.
213, my takeaway is the internet travels at the speed of porn. And 626, my takeaway is 30 seconds to yourself is the secret to curing depression.
Jake, what's your takeaway from today's show?
The price of an ambulance will make you need an ambulance.
That's right. Allie spent close to $4,000 on an ambulance. That's fancy.
Ambulance.
Omar, got a takeaway?
Oh, yeah, this is my takeaway.
I do pee in bottles occasionally.
Oh, Allie. Thank
you. That was a quote from Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And I'm also very glad that the entire sales team is in the break room right now listening to this live.
That's right. Hey, Allie,
I do pee in bottles occasionally. I don't.
Allie may get a bottle sponsorship.
Morning.
Yes. Sparklets, you listening?
The way of the road.
Allie, you got a takeaway?
Yeah, my takeaway is you don't always need to interact. Sometimes we're just looking at day one passives.
That's all we're looking at. Day one passives. Thanks for joining us today. Either you watch some of the stream on YouTube or you listen to us on the radio. Tomorrow we'll have more of those acoustic Christmas tickets before you can even buy them. They go on sale Friday. But fear not, we'll take care of you tomorrow morning right here. If you need us in the meantime, GOAT line open now, 844-956-GOAT. Instagram, Klein Alley Show. Have a great day. Do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Omar, take us out.
That they feel that they feel that
Well, look at you. You made it through a Klein Alley Show video. You probably didn't want it to begin with, and maybe you didn't even know who we are, but let's be honest. The internet's all about connecting with complete strangers that may or may not kill you one day.
If you like it, you can subscribe for more. Just click this button.
Or over there, or there. We're not really sure. You've heard it a lot. And, comment and like and all that bullshit. It actually does help, believe it or not. So we're saying it because we really do mean it.
And you can also listen to the live show or download the podcast if you missed anything and you're getting show mode.
Yeah, we're on the radio. You can find one of these things in a museum.